Here is your podcast.
You know, I've been doing this show 9 years. In the beginning, it was great. I got to show up and just talk and leave. That was fantastic. But now Mex sends me this theme song, tells me to put my own voice in it. Lily shows up. She doesn't produce a goddamn thing. All she does is laugh, turn around, and go home. The only thing I don't wind up doing for this show is listen to it. That's your fucking job. Hey, what's happening, Mike Schmidt, 40-year-old boy podcast. What if literally 10 seconds in, I'm out? I got you know what? I got nothing to say at this point. That's it. 10 seconds in. I have put enormously weird pressure on myself today to do a funny show. And I know that sounds ridiculous and it sounds strange and I should climb out of my own fucking skull. Yes. So do me a favor, reach out for me. Reach out and I'll be there for Top Style. Reach out for me. Come on, reach out for me. Ha! I'll be there. What if we did that? What if just do Motown songs? Okay. All right, I'm babbling. Hi, I'm at Lily Von Stup's house in the palatial estate of Lilyville.
Lilyville.
Is that the suburb we're at? I think that's what it's called. It's Lilyville and the Mexican Dog Chaser. That's exactly where we lived. Next door, there's a kennel of, I think Michael Vick might live next door because they got a kennel of fighting dogs over there. Every time I fucking leave this joint, I'll come here and Lily and I will commiserate and we'll do a show. It'll be fantastic. And then I'll go to Split and every time I walk out, there's like 7 Mexican dudes dismantling a shed. Like I don't even know what the fuck. I don't know how the sheds keep arriving. I don't know if it's just, and so then in my head, I'm like, are they, you know what I think it is next door? I think it's a squadron of immigrants who are learning how to destroy the wall once Trump finally builds it. Like, that's what it is. It's like they're over there. They're like the fight club of Mexican dudes who are going to destroy the border wall. By the way, I saw a construction of the border wall, like a thing, like a drawing of it. People show, like, it goes from, it literally goes from your house. It goes to New Orleans, I think. It's like, literally, it's like to your house to Texas or some bullshit.
Pretty much, yeah.
But then, like, But there's so much more border. Like, I mean, if you're going to build this fucking thing, aren't you going to build it all? I mean, and here's the thing. This is the problem. Texas has a cock. So that's a problem for everybody. And Florida does too. So you'd have to build all the way down the cock and all the way up around. You can't, unless you want to bifurcate Texas and cut them right in half, which would be fine. You can go with South Texas and just get, you know what? Just give South Texas to the Mexicans. Because those, look, they're so armed in South Texas now, they could probably fight them off for 3 or 4 fucking years. They all remember the Alamo. They're ready to fucking shoot people up. The stars at night are big and bright. There is a wall in Texas.
But there's already partial walls all the way across in areas. This whole thing is a disaster.
Everything's a disaster. You and I just talked, everything in the world is a disaster now. I need more people telling me what's funny. Can I get more of those people on board?
Oh my God, beard talk is funny.
Can I? Oh my God. You know what? I got my finger on the pulse, and that pulse is directly in the fucking neck, and that neck is covered by a thick, luxurious fucking beard. So step the fuck off, everybody. I don't want to hear your complaints. No, we're no complaints. Bullshit. There were some people who moaned about it. People I know, people who are close. Oh, fucking Mex-Man moaned about it, but not really to me, but he did on the page. I'm not going to lie. It pissed me off. We put up a poll, because this is the thing. Nobody gives a fuck about my beard, all right? It's truthful.
That is not true. Everybody cares.
Oh, well, you care and everybody cares. But it's silliness. It's just fun, and it's a way to get people involved, and we'll have a fucking poll. And everybody can add their own option, and yay, we're all having fun. And then he wrote that anybody would care about your face. I'm like, well, fuck you, dude. Yeah. People care about my fucking face. They do. Maybe you don't, and that's fine. I didn't see a poll about your fucking face put up. But
that's okay. I got pissed that people were adding options. Fuck you for adding options. There are
you were so
only 2 options ever, asshole.
You were mad the previous week when you put up the poll. I know.
I wanted to write in there and go, I left this group already once, motherfuckers.
I don't even know if this is behind the curtain or if it's just real or people already know that you and I are curmudgeon assholes. I mean, I don't fucking know. So people don't. Yeah, all of us are. Literally, when you think about it, me, you, and David, we work together great as a team, but we all hate each other. I mean, this is fucking bananas.
Together great as a team. You keep us apart. I'm never involved in the meetings.
I try to call.
I don't know if they're meetings.
We had a meeting on artwork last week. I said we should get Lily involved. And Max is like, yeah, we should. And then I called you and you're like, I'm sorry, I'm very busy wearing animal prints somewhere. I couldn't possibly. I couldn't possibly deign. I gave you my 5 hours this week. Step the fuck off, Gigantor. I try to reel you in. I try to make you part of the brain trust. It's a three-headed monster. We're all here. It's Ray Milland, it's Rosie Greer, and it's you, and we're all fucking talking and getting things squared away.
Who am I? Am I myself?
You're
You
you.
guys both get to be other people?
Yeah, I'm Ray Milland, he's Rosie Greer, and you're you. In the incredible, fucked up, whacked out three-headed monster, whatever it was called.
I think of us as the Charlie's Angels, but that's okay.
Did you ever see that movie, The Incredible Two-Headed Monster?
Yes.
And they literally like tied Ray Milland to Rosie Greer's back and he had to walk around with them on him. That was their special effect, a big suit. They were like, you know what? Just strap the white dude to Rosie Greer's back. How does Rosie Greer take that job? What kind of casting call is that? Where they're like, all right, we need a giant fucking black guy who can carry Ray Milland around. And back then you got to figure because Jim Brown's not tall enough. Rosie Greer's there.
They had a book specifically for the giant black man. You know that, right?
Oh, there's no doubt. They had 5 dudes that they went to.
They had the Asian book, the black book, the women book, and it was like literally, here's your ingenues, here's your old ladies, that's it.
And then the Ray Milland book, and that was it.
Milland book.
All right, get me the Ray Milland book. Find me the best version of Ray Milland I can strap to a black dude, and let's make a stupid movie. How about it?
Oh God.
That's a movie that I stare at, and I remember it as a kid just watching it and going, is it a monster movie? Is it like a crime movie? I didn't even know what the fuck it was. Is it like the Defiant Ones, but with a piggyback ride? Like, I couldn't fucking figure it out. It's like, Jesus Christ.
That should totally be the description at Rotten
The
Tomatoes.
Defiant Ones with a piggyback ride? Actually, it's not bad. Fuck you. I'm actually...
The show then.
Let's call it that. Why not? We'll beat Rotten Tomatoes because I don't want somebody to pinch that and throw it up on Rotten Tomatoes, and then they'll be like, "Oh, you're a genius," and they'll be like, "No, Mike Schmidt and Lily Von Stipp, who hate one another, are geniuses." If only they could have called in Dave Hernandez, whom they also hate.
People are gonna think we really hate each other, but it's fucking funny.
Well, I don't. No, nobody knows. Nobody believes
I
that.
don't really hate people for adding.
No,
stuff.
because here's the thing, here's the best part of it though. Nobody really believes that we hate one another, but they do fully believe that the three of us hate everybody else in the world.
Well, that is true.
Like, it's just literally, because I call it the three-headed monster for a reason. It's the three of us doing our thing in this sort of, and anybody else who stumbles along, fuck you. Go step in a bear trap and leave me the fuck alone, all right? He's going to draw something, she's going to laugh, and I'm going to say something stupid.
That's my job.
There you go.
I'm a laugher.
Well, you're a writer. You take your fucking marker and you write things out. Because look, hey, I try to contact you for other consultations. Mex is the consigliere, and that's fine. Then I try to get hold of you, and you're just like fucking. I don't know who would he be in the Godfather hierarchy. I mean, he's fucking obviously Tom.
I'm in a different movie. I'm over there going, Papa, I have no armor. Over there, you guys are over here.
Dude, I saw somebody this week who said they'd never seen The Godfather, and they won't because of its Italian stereotypes. Fuck you, man. I mean, what?
Italian stereotypes.
People
No,
are.
It's
a fucking
mafia
movie
thing.
about the mafia, and the mafia fucking existed, and nobody's like, it's in that. Do you play Mario Brothers? You fuck, because I don't want to hear you and your bullshit. Hey, it's me, I'm Mario. What's that?
Mario.
Yeah, that's a garlic bread motherfucker who runs over turtles, and you're playing that fucking game.
Wait, does Mario talk in the Mario?
It's me, I'm Mario. He does. He says that.
Is that the sound?
Because
You
there's.
should totally make that your ringtone.
Hey, it's me, it's Mario. But that's totally true. He does say that. I don't know if he says it in the fucking show. Again, I didn't watch it. And again, because he branched out, man. When I was a kid, Mario's chasing a monkey. The end. That's it. That's his whole gig. Now he's got like a fucking world, and he's a plumber, and fucking him and Captain Lou Albano are making fucking TV shows and shit. It's like, God damn it, that's crazy. They did that. They made like a live action show.
With Captain Lou Albano?
Yeah, and another fucking weird Goomba looking dude.
Goomba looking dude.
Whatever the fuck.
Oh.
Listen, see, again, I'm
Send
tired of
your
it.
complaints
I'm
to-
bullshit. I'm planting a fucking seed. I can say whatever the fuck I want always. That's it. I'm exempted.
Yes, that works out well for comics.
People
doesn't
will.
it?
That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of it. I can't anymore. I can't. Look, I don't have Netflix yet. All right, I will tell you this. I don't have Netflix at my house. Why, you ask? Well, I mean, I have a Roku. It's plugged into my fucking TV. I can watch UFC Fight Pass on my television, but I do not have Netflix yet. Why? Brace yourselves. This will come under the umbrella of Mike thinks water bottles have hats. So I don't want to. Because people were very concerned about that. There were people that run on the Joker's page,
I'm concerned
and
about
people wrote me emails, and they're just like, you do
that.
realize.
Wait till they hear about how you throw away shoes.
Oh, you can't throw away shoes. It's terrible.
So anyway.
Like, literally, you would have to tie them with a bungee cord together so they stay together. Because, again, that's a pair of shoes, man. You can't just fucking throw away one shoe because they've been friends forever. They're pals. That's like Milo and Otis. You wouldn't fucking put Otis to sleep and let Milo live. That'd be fucked. You got to kill them both. You can't fucking do that.
Kill 'em both?
You do. You got to fucking vanquish both of those motherfuckers. You're just going to kill Otis and let Milo deal with it? That's fucking horrible. What kind of monster are you? Dude, I can't. I'm in such a fragile mental state these days. Like I can't fucking see anything or do anything ever. I'm ready at any moment to just fucking fall apart. It's bananas and weird, and I don't know why. It's because I'm old and I see it slipping away, I suppose. I don't fucking know. But I started following all these Twitter things for like cute dogs, like cute emergency and good dogs and all this. And I like all of the pictures. Like they'll show like a smiley dog. There was the other day, there was a dog playing fetch on an ice rink. And I'm like, that's a good dog. You know what I mean? Where you just see it and you think, oh, I want to pet him and hug him and rub him and like, Ma, can I keep him? And that, it's like Snoopy come home. I just want to fucking, Ma, can I keep him? Can I hug him? I just squeeze him to death. Just like fucking Lenny from Mice and Men and keep him in my goddamn pocket forever. Ah, dude, what the hell? How did I get into that? What did we do? Where did we go?
Throwing away shoes.
Yeah, see? Talking about killing Milo and Otis.
By the way, I'm changing the name of the show.
Killing Milo and Otis? Well, you can't. That's what I'm saying. You got to kill them both. You cannot kill one. You can't put fucking Milo to sleep.
True.
I got news for you. Fuck that. If they're gallivanting around and they're on their fucking their world tour, whatever the fuck they did, and Milo gets hit by a truck, Otis is like, that's it. I'm done. I'm out. He wants out. He's not gonna move on and soldier on in his life without fucking Milo. What you just gonna have ampersand Otis? You can't fucking do that. Milo's dead. Long live Milo.
You need to play this whole section for Shannon.
Oh please, Shannon knows. Believe me, the last thing I want to fucking do is go into her office and talk about water bottles and shoes for a fucking hour. I've wasted enough of her time.
I love that you think you're wasting your therapist's time.
I told her that this week. I literally looked at her and I go, "Are you mad at me?" And she's just like, it doesn't work like that." And I go, No, seriously, you're mad at me because I do this and I come here and I talk about this and I should be talking about this, but instead I talk about this. And she's just looking at me. She goes, "That's not how it works." She goes, "Maybe you feel those things." And I go, "You're absolutely right. I do feel those things. And so you must feel those things." She goes, "I don't. I'm here to help you get through whatever you need to get through. And I want to be here for you and I go, "Well, yeah, but I understand that. But every week I look forward to coming here. And then I walk out of here like fucking ready to do the things we talked about. And then nothing. And then I come back next Monday and I'm like, yeah, well, this kind of had the same week again. And then this happened. And then my dick got knocked in the dirt on Wednesday. And then here's why." And I go, and then you must think to yourself, Jesus fucking Christ, why am I seeing this dude? And she's just like, it doesn't work like that. She did a dangerous thing when I was leaving the other day. She's like, and if you wanted, you call me or send me an email if anything. And I'm just like, oh, you are getting really close to What About Bob territory. I am the wrong dude to go, hey, call me if something's up, man. Or, go ahead and send me an email because I even told her, like, I wonder if I'm getting done what I need to get done because is that just a bite-sized version of what I do in here on Tuesdays and Wednesdays? And it is, unless you take the tools she gives you and you fix the things you're supposed to fix. And, you can talk all day about how the road's got holes in it. You just, until you fix the fucking holes in it, you're just still going to fucking ruin your car. That makes sense?
Oh, yes.
So that happens. We have that conversation quite a bit. So again, getting back to killing this dog. Now...
started talking about was being tired of
Well, I'll get to that in a second. But I mean, I find myself now, like, I've never been a guy. Like, Karen used to want to go to pet stores. Karen wanted a dog so bad.
Are you allowed to have a dog?
No. And that was the thing. We lived in this joint that you could not have a dog. And when I got writing gigs, when we were talking about moving, we were talking about maybe moving to a place where she could get a dog and that could work. But then I went, no! Because I'm me and I make the rules and nobody gets to do anything unless I say they can. And now I'm going to go out and do everything I want to do. Yay, stay home and wait for me. Fucking idiot. That's old me. That's certainly old me. That's what I
old you.
Absolutely. That was the guy. We forget all about that guy. God, no, I'm so great. All right. Now I'm so fixed. Could not be less fixed. You know who was fixed? Milo. Holy fuck. Otis not happy about it. Milo's getting all this tail and they wouldn't fuck Otis because they're like, no, you're going to give me puppies or whatever. Is Otis the cat? I don't fucking know. All I know is Milo is fixed.
I love that you have them all figured out and you don't even know.
Well, they're on a fucking road picture and Milo's fucking everything that moves because he's fixed. So the girls are like giving it up. They're just laying back and spreading all four of their fucking legs and going, hey, plow me, Milo.
None of them were girls. It was actually a chick flick. I don't know if you know that.
What was?
Milo and Otis. They were both chicks.
Were they? Couple of scissor and pets? I'm on board with that. Dude, that's even hotter because they got four legs to scissor with. That's a four-way scissor. Boom! Check that out. You're fucking. It looks like a bad Greco-Roman wrestling match, but they're both getting off. Yeah, that's right. That's just sticky fur and yowling. That's what that's all about. A couple of scissoring cats. Or a scissoring cat and a dog. Why not?
Interspecies erotica.
Yeah, man, they're all rubbing it off. They're all just making it happen. And just fucking shooting ropes, man. That's my new thing. It's not my new thing, but I keep getting, like, it's a new junk mail. Like, I told you I get horrible junk mail. Like, and it's always like, hey, man, apples cure cancer. Didn't you know that? This world is over. Everything's over because all of this fake news bullshit. Fucking 60 Minutes had Mike Cernovich on the other day, and they let him lisp his way through the interview and smirk and fucking go, what? That's the way it is. No, that's the way it is. No, it's as true as anything Hillary Clinton ever said. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking slob. And there are people who are like, haha, he's trolling, man. He's trolling on 60 Minutes. Fuck that. Fuck the world. Fuck fake news. Fuck everybody for believing everything in the goddamn planet. When I was a kid, there was the Inquirer and the fucking Globe and all that shit, and you'd laugh. You'd laugh at the Weekly World News and their alien baby bullshit. Now, there is a subset of people who are like, let me tell you something. The aliens are here. Maybe you don't understand it, and the Weekly World News is cutting through the nonsense. And then, well, what really happened at Sandy Hook was aliens came, and they killed a lot of kids because they had a dialogue with these aliens, and then they stole their... Shut the fuck up. You fucking psychopaths. I hate it. I hate anybody who gives me some alternate reality. Anybody who's just like, well, actually, fuck actually. Strike it from the dictionary. Fuck Noah Webster. Dig him up and kill him for inventing the word actually. Because no more. There's no more splaining online. Well, the thing actually. Fuck you actually. You fucking Dick Cavett, Gore Vidal, pipe-smoking cocksucker. Get the fuck out of my face with your explanation. I'm tired of it. I don't want to hear any more of your bullshit. I don't want to hear you making the world a smaller place for me and letting me understand. I want to swim through my blissful ignorance and believe what I've believed forever. That's what I want. I don't want any more of your well, Hillary Clinton has Parkinson's disease. You really believe that? Yes, she collapsed outside of her van. So fucking what? I tripped and fell on the street. Do I have vertigo, you fuck? Yes. Oh my God, kill yourself. Die. Die, Karnovich. Hate him, hate them, hate all of them. It's everywhere. You go online. I go on ESPN, and at the bottom of the fucking screen, it'll have, because they'll have the ESPN and sports scores and stuff, and then it'll have like a picture of a cheerleader bent over, but you can't see her ass, and it'll say, she had no idea why the crowd went so crazy. Click here. And it's I know there are people out there clicking there. And then they're going there and someone's trying to sell them a fucking timeshare. And it's like, oh, where's the cheerleader? She's never existed, you fuck. Never. Why are you believing any of this garbage? When I was a kid, again, you laughed at the Inquirer, you laughed at the Globe, you laughed at these fucking magazines, and now they're an arm of the state. They're a tool of they're the U.S. Pravda. I'm in the fucking store the other day. They got a story. It's like Trump catches the Russian spy. And there was my favorite 2 weeks ago. Trump proves Obama was wiretapping him. The picture they use is like Trump like looking all tough. And they got a picture of Obama with fucking headphones on. Like he's in a fucking van marked flower delivery outside of Trump Tower, you fucks. Get out of it. But that's how basic these people are. Old people watch it and go, yep, probably. I better go buy more gold and then sell it. I better buy more gold and then sell it. Kill yourselves already. You've ruined the planet. I'm not young enough to be stupid and I'm not old enough to be ruined. I'm in this fucking netherworld of wondering what the fuck happened to everybody and everything. And it's horrifying. I can't deal with it anymore. I can't worry about the president. I can't worry about bullshit. Dude, I want to do comedy, right? I want to go do stand-up again. I want to get back out there and fucking make it happen. I want to get out there but then I see comics getting drinks thrown at them and getting booed for saying the shit that they believe. And I'm like, dude, the second I get on stage and I talk about killing Milo and saving Otis, I'm finished. I'm a man without a country. There's no country for old Schmidts. None. I cannot get out there anymore and fucking and bring my level of truth. I can't say anything. Because my level of truth is nothing matters. Let's make fun of fucking everything and who fucking cares? And I understand it because I have no skin in the game. I got no kids. I got no fucking real job. I got no real life. I'm half dead. 3/4 dead. Literally 3/4 dead. I'm going to be 50 in a few months. I'll live till 75. Maybe. If I have my mom's genes. And what the fuck is she? Right now she's a head in a jar because she's had cancer 3 fucking times. She just told me that my stepdad is taking care of his brother now in San Diego. And it's he's got diabetes or whatever the fuck, and he's got some stuff going on. So Dan came out to fucking stay with him, and, and I have to admit, I was like, that's fucking amazing, man. I go, he's been there almost 10 days. He's taking care of him. He's been there 10 days. How the fuck do I not get a phone call? You've been here for 10 fucking days. I mean, I granted you're taking care of your brother, and I get that, but I'm here, man. I'm in town. What the fuck? Dial me up.
Go down to San Diego and see him?
Would I? I would have if he would have called. What have I done? I've been sitting.
Gone already?
No, he's still down there.
Well, then
No, because
you
he's
should go right now.
no, because then because I'm telling you my first impression. Okay, then as my mom explained everything, I understood why I would just be in the way. But as a self-involved, that's what I mean. I have no skin in the game. As a self-involved guy who's got like nothing, I just was like, oh man, what the fuck? Why wouldn't you call me?
But don't you think if you went down there and had lunch with him, he would like to have a little time away from?
I don't know if he can. That's my point. And look, this is not my story to tell. It's not my thing. I just heard about it on the way over here today, so I don't know if it's true or not.
But you should call him and see if you can bring him dinner or lunch or something, and just help a little bit to take one meal out of the question or something. It's just a nice gesture.
Again, my mom, they may have taken the reasoning part of her brain out one of the times that they gave her a cancer test. So she could be telling me a false story. Dan could be there. I have no idea. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
I don't want to get too fucking into the situation because who the fuck knows what's happening.
Oh, no.
He could have been there on the phone just going,
No.
maybe he didn't want to talk to me. Literally. He could have been like, I'm not here. Don't tell him I'm here. How many times can he ask me about the Bears? But I can't, man. It's ruined, and everybody's telling me what I'm supposed to think and how I'm supposed to be. I see comedians, like I fucking, again, as we book 2020, I get young comedians in the room and stuff. And and thankfully they want to do the show and it's great, but I see how it's changed and I see how things have gone. Just this week, again, there's my peers who we all grew up doing whatever we wound up doing, and now we're doing it here or trying to do more. And I want to do comedy, but I don't want to go back to the open mics because, again, it's starting over, and I did all that, but that's just a small part of it. The bigger part is the climate has changed so much. Like I said, I couldn't go on stage. I'm lucky that I can go do my show in the theater. Like, I mean... If I did the story about my mom punching me in the face or whatever, now people would be, they demand that they brought my mom up on charges retroactively for child abuse. Like you can't talk about anything anymore without somebody stepping up and going, well, you got to understand you were a victim there and you need to go ahead and step forward and acknowledge that and deal with that on a real primal level. No, I don't have to do a fucking thing. I'm telling jokes or I'm talking about my life or about the shitty life I've lived or all the mistakes I've made. If I literally, what was the story I saw the other day? And I was like, I've done that. I did that. Where I remember I told the story on here about how I stole a suitcase out of a guy's truck.
Yes.
For no reason.
Yes.
We literally stole it just because we were like stupid enough to leave it in a truck. We're taking it. And we did. And then we took it to our apartment and we went through it. We rifled it. And then we just wanted to get rid of the evidence. So we set fire to an entire dumpster to burn it the fuck up. And like, if I told that story on stage now, people are like, man, you fucking asshole. Like you stole that guy's luggage. Like he's probably still wondering where that luggage went. Yeah, that's the point. That almost makes the story funnier if you really think about it. If 30 fucking years later, that guy's still going, here's what makes it funnier. If 30 years later, that guy's going, man, I still don't know what the fuck happened to that suitcase. I'm in Los Tres Hombres in fucking Nevada. I'm having a drink. Next thing I know, my luggage is gone. What the fuck? So that's funny that he's still thinking about it 30 years later. But you want to make it even funnier? He listens to this show. And he goes, that's what happened to my fucking suitcase. See, that's funny. That's great. We're all learning. We're all together. The cat and the dog are still alive. Everybody's okay with this.
How is he okay with it?
He's thrilled.
He's going to come throw a drink at you the next time you're at a club.
His mystery's been solved. He knows where the suitcase went.
His stuff back.
What did I get out of him? I get with a couple of shirts, whatever the fuck. Who cares? If they were in like a wedding ring or something, I would have brought it back. That guy didn't pack anything. He was going on a fucking day trip. Who the fuck cares? Anyway. Look, is it wrong to steal? Yes, it is. That's the message I bring to all of you as a 50-year-old man who's stolen in the past.
Yes.
Who may steal again. Who knows when the opportunity will present itself. Dude, I think I went 3 years without paying for deodorant. I literally would just crotch a speed stick and walk the fuck out of the store all the time. Like, I mean, like literally I just was like, and I would love to say it's because I was some weird anarchist who's like, yeah, the man's holding me down. He can't tell me how to smell. But I was just like a cheap fuck, and I was able to do it, and I would bail. I would do it. I would just steal fucking deodorant all the time.
Wow.
Literally, I think I went 3 years without paying for speed stick.
How old were you?
30.
Holy shit! No.
This last year. I was 48. No, I don't know. It was fucking 21. I don't know.
See, it doesn't excuse it, but I understand it. It's like the whole Jean Valjean stealing bread.
I'm not looking for an excuse. I'm not looking for your forgiveness, and I'm not looking to fucking excuse it. It happened. I did at the end.
But what I'm saying is, you know, if it was last week, I would judge you. You're a better person now.
Yes, but what I'm saying is everybody judges everybody on everything, and that's
Yes,
what I
when
can't
they're a
fucking...
thief.
I can't deal with it anymore. I look... I want to go do stand-up. I do. I want to go to clubs. I want to be funny, but I cannot be held responsible for people who get upset by what I say. And I know that sounds weird, like I'm passing the buck onto them and I should watch the things I say. Look, I already toe a thin line. All right. There are words. Well, there are words I don't use because I know that they're no longer accepted in polite society, even though I want to use them because they're fucking hilarious. You know what's funny? On Facebook, they have this thing where you look back on on this day. Fucking some woman referenced me saying fat tarded. Because I was talking about myself when I was like crazy. I was like, oh man, I was a fat tard. Jesus Christ, I was fat tarded. I wasn't just fat, I was fat tarded because I weighed over 500 pounds. That's fucking funny. And I read it and I was like, haha, yeah, that's right. That's some hilarious shit I said. But if somebody else read that now, they'd be like, I think you need to see a counselor because you were talking about your issues with food and you made everybody else in the world feel bad. And a couple of weeks ago when you talked about those 600-pound people, why didn't you say fat tarded then? Because you know better. Kill yourself. Enough of you and your judgment. Enough of you on high. Enough of you being fucking Cillian Murphy, the scarecrow, judging people in Bane's fucking Gotham. I don't need you passing judgment on me. I don't need you pointing at me for shit I've done or things I've said and telling me it's wrong. I know perhaps that's selfish. Perhaps that comes from a world where I've never had to be anything to anyone other than myself. I've failed marriages and relationships because of it, and had relationships fail because of it on the other side too. It's happened all, but that's life. You live it. You take your fucking bruises. You fucking put on your helmet. You take a goddamn shower and you get back in the goddamn game. And if a fucking puppy dies or a cat dies on the way, that happens. But if that happens, kill the other ones and the other one's not miserable. You will never, ever, ever convince me Otis wanted to live without Milo. Ever. And again, I've never seen this movie. They may die in it. I don't know. One of them may die. There may be a plot twist. I got no fucking clue.
They drive off a cliff together.
Do they really hold hands? After Milo fucked Brad Pitt? God damn. How, dude, come on. We were all Thelma in that movie when Brad Pitt was just there. You're just like, you're throwing off all of the yokes and shackles of expected decorum and just climbing on that motherfucker, right? Well, not you. You got a type.
No, it's not that I have a type. It's that I have self-esteem.
Fuck that. Fuck self-esteem.
At this point, I have self-esteem.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what? For fucking one night, throw your self-esteem out the goddamn window.
The last time I did that, I regretted it desperately. I was just like...
Yeah, because it wasn't Brad Pitt.
Well, no, I've always said you can't regret the things you don't do, but you can regret the things you do. And that was, not good in any way, shape, or form.
Fuck that. No, man. Sometimes it's just what you got to do. Sometimes you just got to burn it the fuck down for a night. And then you wake up and you take a shower and you wash it all off and you go ahead and re-embrace Jesus the next day.
Wash it all off. You drive off a cliff.
You re-embrace Jesus the next day. That's what you do. You go bananas and you just wind up fucking sticky and your hair twisted up and you're all fucked up and then the next morning you get up and you take a really hot shower and you have some orange juice and you're like, all right, you know what, I got that out of my fucking system. I mean, it's still all over my system. Certainly I can feel it all over me in some way as if it were never going to leave me, as if it were some sort of shadow I will be cast in for the rest of eternity, but still. I took a shower so everything's okay, right?
No.
Plus it was Brad fucking Pitt.
No.
I jumped the fence for a Brad Pitt. Why not? You do it for the fucking story.
I say that a lot.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with that. Live your life for the story.
I no longer do it for the story. I can't.
Because we're dying soon. But that should make it even better. That's why it's like when in fucking Meatloaf, when fucking Meatloaf, Jesus Christ, in Fight Club, when the fucking bald chick wants everybody to bang her and she goes up at the fucking meeting and she's like, hey, I got lotions and whips and handcuffs and everybody's just kind of like uncomfortable. They're like, all right, go sit down. I would have railed the fuck out of that chick. Are you kidding me? I would have fucked the cancer right out of her and laughed at it when it walked out of the room in shame at the things I had done to its host. Holy fuck. So I never, that was the scene. It actually made me uncomfortable because everybody was uncomfortable for her. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why isn't everybody just bukakiing the shit out of this chick right now? Just form a circle around her and just fucking whip them out and let her go to work. It's what she wants. It's her last wish. Call Make-A-Wish. Call Ronald McDonald. He'll fuck her. He's got a house, right? Doesn't he do all that bullshit for kids? Fuck going to sit ringside at a special, nobody wants courtside seats at a Sacramento Kings game to meet fucking Tyreek Evans. No, she wants to get fucked by 87 dudes in a support group. Done. That's a wish. That's a serious fucking wish. And I'll tell you what, each guy should grab an ankle, pull, and make one.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
We've been talking about your Patreon. I think you need to have a Mike's Make-A-Wish level.
Oh, really?
Because I think you're the guy to make it happen. If you're sitting in Poughkeepsie right now bored, looking for that Thelma and Louise moment, Mike will come help you achieve it.
Well, they got to be terminally ill. Dude, how great would that be? To just run around the country fucking cancer patients because they wanted it? You'd just be like Johnny Applecock? Oh, my God. Because that works on both levels, because an apple a day brings the doctor away. You could totally make that. Pitch yourself as Johnny Applecock. And just like terminally ill people who want to fuck, you give them one last throw. Holy shit.
Will you please dance as a stripper under the name Johnny Applecock at some point?
Well, no, I still have some self-respect. There are some showers that just aren't hot enough.
You cannot see this, but he just adjusted his tie and jacket.
Goddamn right I did. Well, I'd love to,
Look,
but I
want to videotape that.
Tighten that knot.
Oh, Johnny Applecock.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Some showers are not hot enough. Honestly, a year and a half ago, maybe I do it, but now things have gone off the deep end again. I got to fucking start from the beginning.
Oh, God.
But yeah, man. Because again, an apple a day keeps a doctor away. You're fucking working these chicks who are all fucking cancer. And I mean, do you throw dudes in there too? Because what the fuck? Who cares?
God, yes.
Yeah, right. But they gotta. Are you in it for the fucking? For the fucking, or are you in it? Do they gotta pay?
Well, they gotta fly you out. You can't.
I go this route. Women free. Guys gotta pay.
That is discrimination.
Well, because I'm making a choice there.
No, that is discrimination. Either you give everyone with cancer your cock or no one. For free.
Look, if you're a vegan, and someone wants you to eat a steak, you got to pony up, right? They got to pony up. You can't just be like, nah, man, yeah, I'll just eat everything because.
No, it's discrimination. Equal opportunity cancer cock.
Are you saying Johnny Applecock is all things to all people?
Yes, he is.
And it's a non-profit? Johnny Applecock's a non-profit?
I think it should be a non-profit, but your expenses should be paid.
Well, I'm going to profit, certainly. Sonically, psychically.
Cockically.
Yeah.
Cockically?
Cockically works. I like that.
I think we have a better fuck your Patreon page. We're totally building up Johnny Applecock. Got cancer? Need a penis?
Yeah. You're getting worked.
Do you like the Better Call Sal app?
But I'm totally, but I got to wear a lab coat and wear an stethoscope. I got to be like that dude.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, hello. How you doing? Don't be frightened by my metastasize.
Dr. Applecock.
Calling Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Applecock. So
we're done.
How did we even get into that shit? I don't even know.
Being politically incorrect.
I don't. Oh yeah, I'm fucking tired of it, man. Honestly, I can't.
Apparently so, because you just launched Johnny Applecock.
Bullshit. That's not even politically incorrect. That's a service.
That is completely politically incorrect.
Incorrect. That's a service, man. You're helping people out. There's got to be. It's like those chicks. The guy in Florida who's got the fucking whorehouse and he fills it with whores who blow veterans. You ever seen that dude? That's a true thing. There's a guy, he's like a fucking, and he's a monster. I mean, he's literally just a terrible person. He's just, do me a favor, hold on, real quick. Go look under your refrigerator. Put that in clothes and it's this guy. All right, so, I mean, he's just gunk. He's just human gunk. but he's a dude he's one of those dudes that like, I love Stanhope, but Stanhope always winds up at somebody's house and you're just like, why the fuck would you ever give this person the time of day?
I would totally bring Stanhope into my house.
Well, no, I'm not talking about Stanhope.
Okay.
I'm saying he winds up in places where I go, you're better than that. I know you want to dress like a shoe salesman from the 50s in your goofy suit, but you're a genius. But he's also an anarchist and also, I don't know if he's an anarchist. I don't want to pigeonhole Doug. He's a genius, period. Yeah. And he winds up with Bingo, and then he winds up down in Bisbee, and he has all these fucking weirdos at his house, and I'm just like, it's so funny because part of me is just like, man, I'd love to be like Doug's friend. I'd love to meet him and be in his inner circle and fucking hang out. And the part of me is like, no, because he even admits he's a woeful, terrible guy.
Yes.
And he surrounds himself with just garbage. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm not with these people. I don't know them. But it's always like, you'll go to Doug's house, there's a guy without a nose, and you're like, oh man, fuck the guy without a nose. Seriously, I don't, unless it was cancer, and then I'll fuck him in the nose hole. But other than that, look, Johnny Applecock steps up. See, Johnny Applecock shows up at Doug's house, has a great time. He's just banging every cancer patient in a fucking 5-mile radius. But I mean, so my point is that you wind up like, so this guy in Florida, he's that guy. He's, he'll have a house where like, there'll be a 500-pound security guard who eats a whole pizza. You know what I mean? Those fucking dudes. And they all, it's where, hey, look, man, we're all misfits, but we're all cool. And we've gravitated to the big top of this rich guy's house. Like he's the guy who invented Vice.com or some bullshit.
Aren't they just people? And they just don't fit into the norms of society? And they
Yes,
found
and
other
so,
people?
right, and I don't want to be there, which is
But
fine.
you also don't want to be with the cheerleaders and the football players, and you also don't want to be with the doctors and the lawyers, and you also don't want to be, you don't want to be with anybody, and you...
So, wait, are you saying I don't want to be with any of the village people? Is that what you just said? Seriously, well, we started this whole thing by saying me, you, and Dave want to be with nobody ever except us.
With you and Dave.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. If it came down to the three of us on a fucking desert island, literally the last thing would happen was Dave would use mud and water to paint you killing me. The end. That's it. That's the only record they would find. Just our bones and a painting of like a decrepit cave painting, which would be awesome, of you murdering me.
Literally. The way he uses the sand.
Oh my God. Look at the charcoal that shows the fear in the fat guy's eyes. Wait a minute. Is that Johnny Applecock? So that dude's got a house where he literally once a year will have a party where he will hire these 3 girls and they will just suck off veterans. Anybody who's worked in the military, who did tours overseas. I don't think he's gonna fuck. They're not gonna suck off Emmett Walsh from fucking Good Morning Vietnam or whatever the fuck. They're not gonna suck off Bruno Kirby because he's at a desk job. But I mean,
wait, so what? Are you judging this?
no, I think that's fucking amazing.
Okay.
And what I was saying was, I don't even know what I was saying. There was I was saying it was a cool idea for him to have like a house where like all the veterans, they get blown. That's fucking perfect. And that's what I was saying with the cancer patients and shit,
Okay,
right?
so I think you need to go to him with your Johnny Applecock idea and see if he'll fund it. The way you're actually thinking about this scares me.
Well, I am kind of. We should just fucking franchise Johnny Applecock all over the world. In France, it'll be Jacques Applecock. All right. So.
Holy fuck. Yes. So I can tell how you want to be politically correct right now.
Well,
Johnny
that's the
Applecock.
thing is I don't and I can't and
And
I
you're
don't
not.
want to. Well, I know, but I can do that here in your fucking house. But I'm saying if I do this in a club now, I by the time I'm finished, TMZ is filming the fucking protest line outside.
That just sells tickets.
It's you really hope people will go ahead and embrace that and understand, but there is no more funny is funny. And I come about this because this week, again, I don't have art. So let me talk about the Netflix thing real quick. I have.
Oh yes. Why don't you have Netflix, Mister? I have to tie my shoes together.
Well, here's the point. And first of all, so I also finished this thought too. Remember Netflix?
Yes.
Karen would want to go to pet stores because she wanted a dog. You know what I mean? We couldn't have a dog where I lived. So, but I wanted to go because I love dogs. let's put it this way. I was a cat guy more than I was a dog guy. I love cats. And dogs were like, I don't like spit. So I was never I don't want a big, sloppy, fucking terrible dog. Like, I just spit dry. I like human spit. I'm a fan of that. All over me, you, everybody. But in context, like we all know that. I bounced in a club and a guy spit at me and I beat the shit out of him, which is fine. And I've been in clubs where they started spitting and I told the blonde guy, I'm like, look, I'm fucking leaving right now. But if it's consensual and you're on board and someone goes, hey, what if I spit in your mouth? You'd be like, yes, that's fucking awesome. Or any other parts of you. So you're not a fan?
I literally gagged.
All right. Wait, open your mouth.
No, don't even. Oh.
Anyway, I'm just saying, I'm not judging people. Anybody's into those things.
You've seen the little kid things where one of them spits or throws up into the parent's mouth and shit? I literally want to vomit when I see that.
Yeah, but then that kid's not going to eat the other kid's ass after. I'm serious. Who the fuck? You all right? This is the second show I've had where somebody almost puked.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Are you going to be okay? Should I stop talking about this?
The spitting part, yeah. The eating ass, whatever. But the spitting part, that I am out.
It's all part of a sex Voltron. It all goes together, man. You do this to do that, and then this might lead to this, and the next thing you know, fucking you're going round and round. You got a goddamn rangadang happening. And you know I'm a fan of the rangadang. The only thing I like more than a rangadang is a rangamadang. And the only thing I like more than a rangadang or a rangamadang is a rowdy dow, as you know.
Is this on the Johnny Appleseed website?
We should buy that, Johnny Applecock.
We should not.
Johnny Applecock. I'm going to be so disappointed when it already exists and somebody already created the concept of Johnny Applecock. I'll be like, God damn it. Then people are like thinking I'm a thief, like I stole Johnny Applecock.
I'm going to look and see if there is a Johnny Applecock.
Don't. Do it after the show. Don't do it now. Please, I need you. I need you to throw up all over me. All right, so. So I don't like spit, so I didn't like big dogs, but I like tiny little dogs. I think they're awesome. Like I wanted a Boston Terrier. Like I said, I want a people-faced dog if I'm ever going to get a dog. And Jill had a beagle, and her beagle was fucking awesome. Like I have photos of her beagle just like on her hind legs, just talking to me. You know what I mean? Like she would follow me around and she would jump on me, and I think she liked me. I mean, I assume she did, because I would show up and she would sit there and just stare at me, which was fucking awesome. And then when Jill would go to work, it would just be me and the beagle, as you may have heard Tawny on several shows back in year 8, I think. But you know, Karen would want to go to a pet store, and I can't. I don't want to go to the pet store because I don't want them in jail. Like I can't see them in jail. Because you go to a pet store and you immediately you want to buy all of them. You want to literally you want to set fire to the pet store so you can Pee Wee Herman the cages and let everybody run the fuck out. That's how. And I mean, look, I feel that way about dogs and cats and fucking mice and fucking. They just shouldn't be in a fucking cage. They shouldn't. And they should always be taken care of. Like, I mean, and if you've got a dog and you're ever mean to it, or you ever don't want to be nice to your dog, or you ever ignore it, man, fuck you. Because I tell you what, a dog is part of your life, but you are your dog's life. You chose to buy him and make him live in your house, so you've got to be your God. You're Jesus. You're literally dog's Jesus. That's who you are. But instead of water and wine, you bring them milk bones and fucking and cereal filler. That's what you bring them. You bring him chew toys and a fucking bath every once in a while. And you pet his ears. You scratch his ears. That's all dogs want. They want Jesus to scratch their ears. There's nothing wrong with that. Because they are devoted to you. How many times you split and you come home and there's the dog just fucking staring at the door, just waiting for you to show the fuck up because you pinned them in your apartment or your house or whatever the fuck, and you didn't give them the chance to escape. So they want you because you're their pal, you're their buddy, you're their friend. You know what you are? You're their Lily. You leave, and then a week later, you come back, and that dog is just staring right at the door going, can we talk now? Can we do the thing again? Can we do that thing we did last week that was so fun? I'm your dog. You're Lily. Be there. Don't fuck your dog up. Unless his cat friend dies, then go ahead and put him to sleep. Because dogs have feelings, too. Cats have feelings, too. Come on, man. Dogs are people, too. Kids are people, too. That was a show when I was a kid. And I'm here to tell you as an adult, no, I disagree with that show. Kids are not people. As our friend Lily just said, kids are spitting each other's mouths. That's terrible. Yeah, are you okay?
What's wrong with you?
Just wanted to see that again. So I never wanted to go to a pet store because I don't want to see dogs in jail because I'm sad. And so now on Twitter, like I said, I follow those emergency, cute emergency or whatever the fuck, and these puppies. And sometimes they'll have a dog doing a somersault in a cage. And I'm like, that's not cute. That's just a dog looking for a different route of escape. He's trapped in a fucking cage and he's tired. You know what he's tired of doing? Looking at people who will never fucking take him home. That's what he's doing. So he's fucking going ahead. He's like trying to figure out a spell that'll open the cage door. So he's like, maybe if I do 3 somersaults and look really, really forlorn, I can go ahead and fucking break out of this goddamn jail. So don't show me there's no such thing as a cute dog in a cage. There's cute dogs and unfortunately they've been stuck in a cage, but there's no cute dog in a cage. There's just a dog who's waiting to get fucking taken away. He wants out. He wants the fuck. So I can't go to the pet store. I can't. Because even worse is, man, when you go to the fucking pet store, there was a pet store in the mall. In the Glendale Galleria, there's a fucking pet store. Which is ridiculous to me because then the dogs you can't even say how much is that doggy in the window. Now it's like, how much is that doggy in the kiosk? That's not fucking good. For dogs, for humans, for songwriting, it's good for nothing. Nothing rhymes with kiosk. Sorry, that made me laugh. So literally the only thing I can think of is biatch. Like that's the only thing that could possibly rhyme with kiosk. How much is that doggy in the kiosk? The one with the waggedy tail, biatch. Oh Christ, that's funny. All right, so that's I don't even know why I wanted to talk about that. I can't go to pet stores. Fuck. Pet stores blow. It's not even a pet store. It's just a maximum security dog jail. It is. They should let what I would teach if I worked there. I would just put a tin cup in every fucking cage and teach the dog to pick it up in his teeth and go ring, ring, ring like on the bars. Yeah. So in this fucking mall, they would have all these dogs in these fucking cages in their jail, and families would basically drop their kids there and go, all right, I'm going to go to Victoria's Secret and buy 19 bras. Go ahead and fake pet that dog. And so it would just be even worse for the dogs then because they're in these cages and now these kids want to play with them and there's kids who are trying to touch them and all this stuff. And so that's what kids do. And that's what dogs do. They're natural partners. They're friends. That's awful. That would be like having a speed dating thing, but with, the person behind a wall and you could never meet him. It's like the Prisoner of Zenda or the Count of Monte Cristo, or whoever the fuck was in the jail and he made friends with the person in the other place. And then he never got to meet him. And then fucking Rapunzel threw her hair down and he climbed out and he fought the 3 Musketeers. I don't remember a lot about this story, but I think it's something like that.
No, you don't.
So you can't, so then it would be terrible. So then it's like they introduce them and they're friends then and then the dogs are still in jail. You got to go home. And at night, those dogs, it's a mall. It's a pet store. Like they must have like a kennel in the back of like Petco or something where they let them frolic. There's got to be some frolic time in the back at night. But in the daytime, in a mall, and then at night when they close the doors, did they put them in fucking Auntie Anne's pretzel house? I mean, what the fuck do they do with these dogs?
I don't think so.
Right. So they have to fucking hide them in the mall. It's terrible. They put them in like cartons. Oh, dude, get a pet store out of the mall. Get pet stores out of the world. Pets should just, you know what? My dream pet store would be like one of those sushi bars where the fucking sushi comes around on a conveyor belt.
Yeah, because a conveyor belt is much better.
Well, then you could pick your own puppy and take them home. Just have a conveyor belt of fucking doggies come around, like little cute doggies, and then you could just scoop one up and take them out. And he'd just be like, all right, cool.
And they're just going to sit there and ride the belt and wait?
They know their fucking place.
I don't think you've thought this through.
Bullshit. I'd have a long fucking discussion with these dogs, and I'd be like, look, because I tell you what, dogs are smart. They're dumb, but they're smart. They're dumb because they're dumb dogs, but they're smart where if you went, hey, if you pointed at a cage, you went, you want to go in here? And they'd be like, they shake their heads, and you go, okay, well then stand on the conveyor belt and don't move. And they'd be like, all right, cool. It'd be like, they'd be in. A dog would totally get the conveyor belt concept over the cage concept. Dogs would just fucking sit there on the conveyor belt, and they'd literally, I bet they'd even learn to go choo-choo. I bet they'd learn to say that. How cute would a puppy saying choo-choo on a conveyor belt be? Oh my God. Oh my God. And just like a sushi bar where you get the conveyor belt and you can just like all you can eat sushi, you'd take too many puppies. You would absolutely take too many puppies. You just keep pulling off the conveyor belt and you realize I got 18 fucking puppies to take home. And it's, you know, and you can't fucking get out of it. It's not like you can give them back. Once you take it off the conveyor belt, it's yours. You scoop it, you bought it. You nuzzled it, you bought it. You pet it, you bought it. That's how it should work. That's how it should work in a pet store. Fuck that. Even without the conveyor belt, even without the high concept conveyor belt construct I've advanced here. Even if you had cages, if you reach through the cage and you touch a cat on the nose or you pet a little, or you touch his little ear, he's yours. You got to fucking take him home. That's the rule. You're now bound for life. Because I'll tell you what, again, there's no shower hot enough to wash the connection you had with that dog off, either for him or for you. And that's happening, by the way. When you go there and you like play with a dog all day in his jail and you're petting him on the nose and all that, and you're like, haha, I'm just going to go home now. Well, first of all, you're just transporting sadness to another location. And secondly, they take that puppy in the back and they blast it with a fucking power washer. Did you know that, to get your stink off of it? No, they totally do. Because they know that once a puppy's touched by like another person, the other person won't buy it.
That is not true.
Just like at the sushi bar. If you touch sushi on the conveyor belt and you let it go by, nobody's going to fucking pick up that sushi. They saw you touch it. So if you touch a puppy on his nose, then you walk away, nobody's going near that puppy. He's cursed. So they got to take him in the back and blast him with the power washer. Again, they do that with the sushi too. Take that in the back and just fucking blast it with the power washer, throw it back in the conveyor belt.
I don't think you know how that works.
I got to be honest, I just want to hit something with the power washer.
Do you want to clean my car?
And I don't care. What the fuck? What do you got?
I'll borrow one from my neighbors. They have one.
I just want to open a hose on somebody. That's all I want to fucking do at this point. That could have a couple of meanings. All right, so.
I think so. So tell me about Netflix.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. All right, so anyway.
I'm keeping you on track. I'm doing my job.
That's nice. No, thank you. I appreciate it. You're so, see, I can't live without you. Why would you kill me on an island? So I have Netflix. Well, I don't have Netflix. I have a Roku. And so I have the UFC channel and my Amazon Prime channel. That's all I have, because I don't have Netflix. Here's why. And it's weird. And you're going to go, oh, you are a dummy, because my trainer John's like, dude, what the fuck is your problem? And I get it. I understand this. Please recognize that I know that this is silliness. I have Netflix and I have a free 30-day trial, courtesy of the Screen Actors Guild. Now I understand there's all sorts of free 30-day trials floating around out there. And I could probably use somebody's reference and get a free 30-day trial anytime I wanted to start. But I don't want to start my 30-day trial until I know I'm going to be watching Netflix for 30 days in a row. I don't want to risk losing any of my free trial. You say so weird. I say so smart. Because what if, again, and all right, here's the thing. The free trial is a thing I should be happy to burn. That's the one I should be like, well, if I don't fucking watch Netflix while it's free, who cares? And then when the payment starts, then I should watch it every fucking day, because I'm getting all of the money's worth that I'm shelling out for it. So the logic is a little skewed. But it is me we're talking about here. So I can't invest in a free 30-day trial unless I'm going to give all of my 30 days over to Netflix and I can use every single ounce of that free trial. Weird? Maybe.
Very.
Okay. But even funnier than that is literally, I've done nothing for like 70 days. Other than, I traveled. I went to Kuwait, Arizona, all those things, and come here. I go to the gym. But I'm saying I haven't driven, I haven't Ubered or Lyfted, I haven't done stuff. I've been kind of shoestringing it a little bit, surviving, and holy fuck, that would have been 2 free full trials of Netflix. Why the fuck didn't I start this goddamn thing in January? It would have been perfect. I could have done it then. So now when I think about doing it and I have to get back to driving, I'm like, oh fuck, I got to drive all next week. All that free Netflix is just going to go away.
You are so fucking weird.
Why? That seems weird for you to say.
Why wouldn't you just go, hey, there's something cool on Netflix, I'm going to start my trial, watch that.
Because there's too much to watch.
Oh.
I got to watch fucking 2 seasons of Daredevil. I got to watch all of the House of Cards. I got to start, and I got to start that from the beginning, because we watched like 2.5 seasons and then we kind of stopped because real life interfered. And now I got to start from the jump and watch the whole thing, because I can't just incompletely jump into the center. I got to see from the beginning to watch fucking Spacey it up. I'm popping peas now. It's weird. I'm seeing close.
You don't have to do that.
Oh, really? Who are you talking to?
Well,
But I got to watch I got to watch all the Daredevil. And then there's a bunch of Great British Baking Shows in there I got to watch. I mean, that's the thing is I could fill my
let me ask you
days.
this. Are you going to cancel your DirecTV in order to get Netflix?
No, that's another thing. My DVR is full. I have all the Better Call Sauls. I have like the entire 2 seasons of those. I have the entire first year of Kojak. You want to laugh? There's 22 episodes in year. There's 22 episodes in year 1 of Kojak, and you're laughing at that. Last night, my 59th hour of Mannix just recorded on my DVR. I am using only the freshest technology to record the oldest media. That's how I work it. I literally watched the To Serve Man episode of the Twilight Zone yesterday.
I like that.
You know what though? All right, yes, I like it too. But if you look at it now, you go, all right, hold on a second. You can kind of shoot that episode full of holes. Here's my main beef with the To Serve Man. And by the way, spoiler alert. The To Serve Man episode of that, it's, again, I understand stories have to be small, but when they're trying to decipher the book that Richard Keel leaves, they have a colonel and like a major, and they go to some dude and they're like, how's it going? You cracking this code yet? And he's like, I got like a dozen men on it. And they're like, well, you should probably get at it. There's like no president involved. There's no team of men. There's just one dude sitting in an office. And I get this because they could not look at the future in a way that we see it now. Like, it's like when you watch a movie from the 80s and they're talking it's like the year 2040 and they're talking on a landline with somebody, or you put in a videotape, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, throw in that tape, and they watch a VCR tape in 2018. And it's like, nah, that didn't happen. But technology outstripped man's capacity to think of what technology could have been. I get that. But.
Except on Star Trek.
Oh, the little flip phone, that little thing. Oh yeah, but Shatner's a ghost. He's been around forever. He's like time traveling Shatner. He was in the future, and then he went back to the past, and then he went to fucking Leon Redbone, or who wrote Star Trek? Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah, Leon Redbone.
Gene Roddenberry.
No, Leon Redbone.
I had the R in the D. I had the Roddenberry Redbone. I'm close. My brain didn't come. I'm an old person now. Jesus Christ. I knew it wasn't Leon Redbone, but I said it to be funny, and then I went, well, actually, Roddenberry Redbone's actually fairly close, and that's why because that's what my brain brought up. It brought up the RDB. What the fuck? Who cares how my brain works? Nobody.
Scientists.
You think so? I cut it open and look in there. Is this the mind of a man who would fuck a cancer patient as a gift? All right. Yes, it certainly is.
What a gift.
Is this the throbbing gray matter of a Johnny Applecock? It certainly is. If not Johnny Applecock himself, certainly the man who created the concept of Johnny Applecock and then franchised it all over the world. Jacques Applecock. Jurgen Applecock.
Jurgen.
So in that Twilight Zone, it's finally then after a year, they've made the Earth the Earth is a palatial estate. Everything is there's no more war. Everything, their deserts now grow bananas or whatever the fuck. Everybody's happy. The whole world is happy. And it turns out that they're, sending people up to space to go visit the other planet. Yay. And those people in line are all like, I hear that you can get all the merchandise you ever want from their shops and all this different stuff. So finally the main code cracker guy is in line. They have no luggage. Nobody has any luggage to get on this fucking ship. And he's about to get on the thing, the spaceship,
yes,
flying saucer, and his assistant somehow runs onto the launching pad, cuts the line, and runs all the way to the front, and only warns him, by the way. Does not call the office, doesn't call the police. She's just like, and she even calls him Mr., I think. Sure, she doesn't, or Mr. Collins. And he looks and she goes, don't get on that ship. To serve man. Spoiler alert. It's a cookbook. And he's like, what? And then he tries to get off, and then they shove him into the fucking flying saucer. But it's so small a story that she would run, like she would figure it out. She would get there right as he was getting on the ship. And she would, and look, I understand it's a conceit for television. Yes, I get it. But also I will tell you this. How prescient is that fucking episode? Because I have to think that if aliens came down now and and ceased all war, made sure everybody got along, and turned deserts into gardens and jungles, and everybody was well fed and fat and happy, and there was no more conflict on this planet, I think the governments of the world would not mind sending them humans to eat. I'm not even kidding. And I think not only that, just from seeing in my social media now the way people turn on one another, I guarantee there are factions of people out there who would go, well, yeah, let's just fucking send them some people to eat. So what? And then there would be the people who would go, well, no, you understand someday it's going to be your son that gets eaten. And it's like, it's a chance I'll have to take, man. These bananas are delicious. Because people have that mentality of like kicking the can down the road. They're like, well, it's never going to apply to me. It's never going to happen to me. And if, my neighbor got to get eaten so I can have a nice fucking car, then that's fine. That's kind of the times we live in now. The only thing missing is the spaceship and the fucking cool ass trip to space. And even the fucking people in line to get on the spaceship are like, I heard their food is sumptuous. It's so delicious. And they have these clothes made of gold and you can have all the free ones you want. Like it's all these people who are so greedy and all they think about is what they're going to get in space. Nobody's like, I can't wait to see fucking space because it's fucking amazing space.
That was the point of the story.
Yes, I know. And that's what I'm saying is it applies even now. Like we learned nothing from To Serve Man. Nothing. We put Richard Keel on stilts and in a bald wig for nothing. You think it would benefit society? Fuck no. All we get is a half hour every Thanksgiving to go, yeah, that's probably happening. I mean, really? I mean, what was that planet we were sending people other than a black site? Literally, where we take immigrants who can't get into this country. We're eating them. That's what we're doing. That's why we won't let them in. Anybody in Guantanamo Bay is a fucking cafe. That's all it is. These people aren't in a jail. They're grinding them up into food. Soylent Green is prisoners. Soylent Guantanamo is Guantanamo Bay prisoners.
I don't think so.
Oh, really? Well, then explain the proliferation of dollar Chinese food in my neighborhoods.
Guantanamo Bay people there. There's not enough people in Guantanamo Bay to serve.
Okay, sheep.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking is maybe he's the one guy who's like, this can't be too good and nobody will listen to him and he's only going to get that published in the National Enquirer anyway.
But that's now, like I said though, but that's now fucking Pravda. That's the state arm of news.
State arm of news. State arm of news.
State arm of news. National Enquirer. When they broke the Gary Hart story, everybody's like, holy fuck, I guess the Enquirer does have some guys who know what they're doing. And I remember it. So now I can think of the last 20 years when now it's it's literally a trusted news source among people. On the same cover of, look, and the funny thing is the Enquirer fancies itself, it toes the line a little bit. Like it's like, hey, yeah, we kind of got some real news, but also a lot of fake news. And also here's a fucking bikini chick. Like, so they're that. So they're kind of like an English fucking, tabloid. But the Globe, like this week, it's like, Trump finds Hillary's bribes. Obama was behind it. They're both going to jail. And then at the bottom it says, John Travolta's sex change flip. He has boobs now. And I'm like, I just love the idea of the guy going into the office of the publisher and going, I got this week's cover. Bribes and boobs. Well, who do we... Travolta, of course. Oh, of course. But that's what I mean, man. It's like they fucking, it's just, the world is garbage is my point. And so that's why I don't have Netflix. But also, that's also why I can't go back out to clubs. Cause I couldn't talk about any of this stuff because there'll be a fucking picket line outside by the time I'm done. This week, I unfortunately fell into the rabbit hole of people who are now telling me that Dave Chappelle is no longer funny. What the fuck? You are kidding me. He put out the 2 Netflix specials again. That's going to be the thing that makes me get Netflix is to see these 2 specials because you know why? Because I want to see the best in the world doing what he does best. I want to see Dave Chappelle fucking destroy. I want to see him be funny in Hollywood and in Austin, and I want to see him you know what I want? I want wonderment. I want to laugh and see something that makes me go, fuck yes, I want to do that again. I want someone to show me how to do the thing I want to do. And yet I saw the reviews this week from people and look, there's a very clear delineation. I mean, there were websites who were just like, he's the king. Chappelle's the fucking king. He comes out and proves it with both these fucking shows. Chappelle's a fucking monster. He's the man. And then there's another group of people. Look, I don't want to fucking cast aspersions, and we're getting into that territory here. But a lot of young people and a lot of young comedians in my echo chamber of social media, who are, to use the word of the day, the word of the time, these people are woke, and they've decided that Dave Chappelle is a misogynist and he's a sexist and transphobic, and I read articles. I actually read block transcripts of the jokes that he delivered, because he talks about Cosby. He talks about Cosby for like 15 minutes. And do I agree with everything he said? No. But at the same time, I didn't grow up idolizing Bill Cosby and looking at him as a hero. It's really hard to deal with the fall of your heroes. It's incredibly hard. Like if I, like when Letterman, it turned out that he was banging interns or whatever the fuck he was doing. I try not to involve myself in that kind of shit with other people and whatever they got going on. But the fact that he was married and he was still doing, it's just bad. It's a bad look all around. It just is. And you're disappointed in the person that you hold up on a pedestal as a hero. But at the same time, I'm a fuck up. Like I can't sit here and judge that dude.
You stole deodorant, yes.
Really, that's what I'm saying. It's like I can't judge. I'm spiraling into a rabbit hole here. But the point is, I come from a time when funny is fucking funny. Funny was funny, and nobody got to fucking come in and go, well, the thing is, when I was 8, this happened, and so that's not funny anymore. Well, fuck, then I'm sorry for you, and go watch something that doesn't remind you of when you were 8.
Yes.
But people are shouting him down, and the thing that I hate, again, it's the echo chamber. That's the thing I hate. I understand if you feel a certain way about it, and that's fine, and it's not for you, and don't fucking watch it, and go ahead and find and lose yourself in the things you enjoy. But you don't get to shout at him and tell him he's wrong, and you don't get to tell his fans that they're wrong, and you don't get to tell me that I'm fucking wrong for thinking that he's a genius or that his material's funny. Is it quote unquote politically incorrect? Yes. Fuck yes it is. But it's fucking funny.
See, I haven't read it. I haven't seen it yet. So I can't judge it other than I've read a lot of articles, and again, like last night when I hosted at Monday Night Teas, I was like, I'm going to be talked about tomorrow by a few people, as I told a joke, because I'm like, some people are not going to find this funny, other people are going to find the humor in it, whatever.
But this has been going on for a while now. I mean, I think I talked about
the dawn of time.
Well, I talked about on the but now people are starting to really light torches. Like, I mean, it happened with the Tosh rape joke. When Tosh fucking went off on that chick in the crowd. Like I said, hey man, when you're on stage, you're fighting for your life essentially, and so you cannot let that person win. So whatever is at your disposal, you're gonna fucking use. And if you wind up killing a mosquito with a fucking bazooka sometimes, well then you fucking that's the problem. Maybe you got to walk it back later or whatever the fuck. But I just don't understand.
I disagree.
I know you do.
Yeah, I mean, there are times when you intentionally will go out on stage and say something that is going to be terrible, and you're perpetrating and continuing negative stereotypes that are hurtful.
But funny is fucking funny. Funny is funny. Anything, if you do it artfully, anything can be taken down.
Everything is done artfully, and
okay.
And that line is different for you than it is for me.
And you're absolutely right, because I'll tell you what, if you go on Twitter, you will see tons of artless fucking comedy. Yes. You'll see these alt-right assholes who think they're funny because they've taken, I told you, political correctness and social justice warriorism, whatever the fuck, and they've weaponized it in a way where they can say nigger, or they can say fuck you Jews and put a picture of them in the oven, and they go, well, we were just kidding, man, it's just jokes. And that's fucking terrible. And that's why I'm torn. Again, like I said, because I think funny is funny, but am I the arbiter of what's funny? I guess is my point.
That's what it comes down to. And again, I haven't read the jokes. I don't know what they are. I don't doubt that I will laugh at some of them. I laugh at things sometimes and I go, that is absolutely... One of my favorite jokes is, why do women wear makeup and perfume?
I don't know.
Because they're ugly and they smell bad.
Oh my God.
That's fucking funny. It's terrible though.
Yeah, but that's old school borscht belt nonsense.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
But if you take it in that context, you can go like it. But I guarantee you, if you did that, there might be like 3 women who are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you said that.
told
You shouldn't be
joke
allowed
on
to do this sort of thing."
stage.
And do people get mad?
Yes, but I've also followed it up with the flip side joke, and then I go into the consent and I talk about that and the fact that I'm taking my clothes off in public, and I do a social flip around to make people look at things within the comedy in the context of striptease. So it's like, if I were just to post that online out of context, it's not funny at all. It's just derogatory.
He does a bit about transgenders. Okay. It's a little tone deaf. And again, I'm not a transgender, so I did not have a struggle my entire life thinking I was somebody different than everybody thought I was.
But you
so
had
I
a different
get
struggle your entire life.
Of course.
That you're still dealing with.
But right, and but I deal with it.
Yes.
And I would never tell anybody they couldn't say anything and be offended and cross my arms and be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you're doing it." People have their own lives and truths to explore. But when they try to band together and shout them the fuck down, that's what I'm saying. I started to see all these, I have transgender friends. I have people that I know who are great friends with transgenders or transgender family members. And they're, the agenda they were advancing was that Chappelle should retire. He's obviously a crotchety old man who doesn't get it anymore. Obviously, you know what? It must be, and they would always come after him.
Pushing your enemy into the cornfield.
Yes, but
bullshit.
they would, but literally, but that's what I guess that's why I'm in this state of mind, because I would see their quotes and they would say stuff like, you know what? I guess it's hard to remember where you came from when you're a fucking rich guy who married an Asian woman who couldn't even marry within his race. Like they attack him for all these weird things, and I'm like, holy fuck, because they
Killer wears pantsuits.
and another thing too is that this is the one that drives me crazy. And this is going to be a problem. Maybe, I don't fucking know. Who cares? It's how I feel. They're saying things like they're forcing their agenda on the crowd. Like they're saying, you know what? If you watch really close when they show the crowd, they'll show somebody laughing, but look in the background. There's somebody there with like their arms crossed and they're pissed and they want to get out and leave. But I'm sure they didn't want to disrupt the special. Otherwise, because there's a lot more people who agree with us than agree with him, and you can tell it in that crowd. Like you can see how angry these people are.
That's where my problem is. There's a lot more that agree with us than agree with him. That's the thing that pisses me off about all of this. And I'm going to agree with you about that because, there are feminists that I disagree with, but at the same time, what I'm fighting for in feminism is us to have an equal place at the table, even if I disagree with you.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that drives me crazy. But there are sometimes where it's like,
but
that's
that fucking projection of, hey, look, this is Dave Chappelle destroying an audience.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also crushing a societal problem that is punching down.
He's talking about the transgender thing, and he basically, I'm going to paraphrase it, which is probably a bad idea with language, but he's essentially like, yay, I'm glad that people are getting rights. He goes, but you want to slow your roll a little bit because Brown versus the Board of Education was 1955 and we're still getting fucking shot. Like, I mean, it's essentially that. And he's like, and he basically says, and I won't use it. And he even says, he goes, I got brothers who are wearing high heels in New York now, just hoping they won't trying to avoid getting shot. Basically, like, black men have been oppressed for so long and transgenders are getting their rights in a microwave fashion. So why did it skip black people? And now black people are disguised. The joke was black guys are dressing up as women so they don't get punished. And the
context of that is brilliant. And the context of that is political commentary. People who are angry about it is because he thinks they're pissed at transgenders when in fact he's actually pointing out that suppression and what we've dealt with in time has done just what technology has.
Yes. But also,
but
and look, but then they talk about the sketch show and they're like, well, he's always had a problem with men in drag, and he's always had a problem with, gay people. And he talks about gay people in the special. And I'm sure he's not as woke as he should be. So I'm speaking to things that I shouldn't, because I have not seen the full thing in context.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, if it's not for you, move on. If it's not for you, fucking move on. And I understand.
But again, I'm going to say this as a woman who has white privilege on top of it. You can't tell me to keep moving on when I got the right to vote 100 years ago, but I still don't get equal pay. When the government is now saying I shouldn't be able to have maternity leave. When they're saying that if I'm going to take government assistance, I need to go back to work in 8 weeks, even though they still want to give 16 weeks to people who are privately employed. Fuck that. And that's the anger you're hearing against the comedy. And it's not even against the comedy. It's against politics, but we can't fight with Trump. So we fight the small battles we can. Doesn't make it right.
I agree with what you're saying. I hear what you're saying, and I completely agree.
Yeah. I get
But-
why they're pissed, but I'm with you. It's
but-
like,
but-
let your congressman instead of being bitchy about
Well,
Chappelle.
why are you tilting at the Chappelle windmill? I mean, it makes no fucking sense. He's a comedian who's, but because they see him as a hero of sorts, and then they're like, oh, our hero betrayed us with this thing. And so let me say, I've read a few things, and now I see people retroactively coming after comedians.
Yes.
So I read a thread where they were like, Bill Hicks is fucking terrible. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about in my head? And they're just like, well, yeah, because he was anti-gay and he was a misogynist and I'm just like, no, 1992 was a completely different fucking time. Like you have no, and so then people are on Kinnison and then people are talking about Richard Pryor and then some guy tried to defend it by saying, Richard Pryor, he was bisexual and he talked about sucking cock on stage.
Yeah.
And I saw that bit and it was tremendously uncomfortable because basically he was made to suck a cock in the bit. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he was like out and proud. I mean, when he wrote his book, he talked about dating a transgender woman for 2 weeks. And he talked about his boys would give him the side eye and he'd be like, yeah, I'm fucking that ass. He was like, he was on board. He didn't, you know why? Because he didn't give a fuck. He wasn't going to be put in a fucking corner. He wasn't going to be told what to do and how to behave. And so he lived his life. But because he lived the life and the choice that you approve of, you're okay with him.
Yes.
It drives me crazy.
But part of that too comes with privilege. I made a joke last night about how I may be a white privileged woman, but at the same time I used my stage to reach down and pull up and I got a lot of applause. And then the punchline was, isn't it great that I'm bringing my friends up and having them take their clothes off for you?
Yeah.
Because literally I'm like, I'm reaching down to give a stage for a voice, but what am I actually doing? I'm oppressing women by making them take their clothes off. And that was the punchline of that. And I'm sure somebody's pissed about that. I'm with you. Every day I wonder if I'm going to say something that's going to piss somebody off. And I'm like, I hope so at this point. I would be out there. Use the space and the comedy that you have to ask questions. I'm thrilled that people are pissed and talking about Chappelle then because they're pissed and talking about transgender rights.
Yes. But
it's not good to be the one that's being attacked for saying something that is funny and brilliant. And
you can, maybe I just want a more uncomplicated time. And maybe it's because of I'm a white dude who's never had to deal with any of that bullshit. But I don't see him commenting on the very existence of transgenders or whatever, and being dismissive in some cases, and also lampooning and because they'll say it sets back the cause because it lets his fans think it's okay to be like that and da-da-da. And it's
but
like,
if you're his fan, you got to look at the second level of that joke to understand what he was actually saying.
but listen, that's why he left. That's why he went to fucking Africa, to get away from the people who don't look at the second level.
Yeah.
He went
But
away.
that is society of Twitter,
Right.
what's
But
the
what I'm saying is,
second
but that's what I'm saying.
line?
But if you can't see that he's that, that's why he fucking bailed on what could have been literally a $30 million contract at Comedy
He's
Central.
too smart for the average person.
Because he didn't want to be in a fucking dress. He didn't want to wind up like Richard Pryor in The Toy. He's like, you know what? They're basically taking my blackness here. They're about to turn me into a minstrel show. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And then they made fun of him again because nobody likes a strong black guy who goes ahead and makes a stand. Nobody likes a guy who goes, fuck this. I'm doing this for me. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Everybody made fun of him. They're like, oh, he went crazy. He cracked up or whatever the fuck. And so they try to make him look weak even in his strength. It drives me out of my fucking skull.
Well, I'm gonna
Everybody.
say something that you're probably not going to agree with. He hosted Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
Everybody said that was the most brilliant thing ever. I hated his opening monologue.
I loved it.
I hated everything about it. I watched it and I was just like, fuck.
It reminded me why he is who he is.
Yeah.
Because I had not seen him in so long and I loved it.
But I didn't go, he should never be a comic again. That's the difference.
These
That's the
people,
problem that we're having
that's
right
what I'm
now.
saying is they're,
They don't want to shout you down. They want to silence you completely.
well, that's the thing is they will then dox you and go
Because
after
they
you and,
felt silenced.
well, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah, well, when the oppressed become the oppressor, that's what happens. Power
I fucking hate
corrupts.
the oppressed. God damn it.
I hate everyone.
Yeah, me too. But everyone's the oppressed. And if you ask them,
Well,
just ask them. Just ask anybody if they're oppressed. They'll say, yes, they are.
Are you oppressed?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, by myself.
Well, there you go. Well, you have a whole different problem.
Yeah, that's the thing is I'm a prisoner of my own fucking head. Literally, I'm in a jail of my own construction. Any oppression in my life is done firsthand. So I got no outside forces or no invisible, there's no, I'm fat, and nobody's like, oh, you're fat, and I'm like, oh, boo, society thinks I'm fat. No, I'm fucking fat. I get it. So stop being fat. And that's my own problem because I eat my feelings and whatever the fuck. We can get into all that shit, and we'll talk about Shannon and whoever you want to do. Sure, why not? And I've been, for 2 years, I've been eating my feelings and gone back to where I was before, and I'm not happy about it. But again, that's my own fucking construction. I have privilege, certainly. Anybody who's the fact that I can do this show every single week is a privilege. Yeah. No one has shut me down. No one has told me I can't do it just yet. And so, just yet.
Trump.
Whomever winds up.
Gracias, Trump. That's what Eddie always hashtags.
Does he really?
Gracias, Trump. Which makes me laugh.
I don't know. I just can't we just talk about Johnny Applecock and get along? Can't we just do that? Can't we all just laugh and smile?
Everyone is going to be offended at some point. It's how they deal with it. That's,
But that's the problems. They all, you get 4 transgenders who climb on each other's shoulders and put on a big trench coat, and then they try to be the authority figure who tells you can't talk about them. What the fuck?
And yet, again, I talked about this in my class the other day, and yet I think Drag Race is the worst thing on earth.
I got to be honest with you, though. That is a fabulous trench coat those transgenders are wearing. Oh, my God. To die for.
I'm tired of watching men dress up as women and make us all seem like cunts.
I saw some fucking clip of RuPaul. I don't literally. I know RuPaul's Drag Race just from hearing the name. Okay, I don't know a fucking thing about it. I saw it because I have Twitter, and it's the new thing and it's out or whatever the fuck. I saw clips, and man, I literally in my head I just went, you know what I would call that RuPaul's Drag Race? A titstrel show.
Yes.
Literally,
and
it's.
But I don't say it shouldn't exist. But people are like, why don't you bring more drag into your show? And I go, because most of it is really derogatory towards women. And I don't need a guy in a dress telling me my cunt smells fishy.
Yeah.
I don't. That's literally a term they use is, oh, she's so fishy. And I'm you have a cock and you are pissing off women who have vaginas. Yeah. Shut up.
But it's a titstrel show.
Yes.
It is a way to make women look inferior and stupid. Mm-hmm. It's another way for men to basically.
Where drag was a tribute to women.
Well, but you and I disagree on this, though. I will tell you that with that RuPaul's Drag Race, that, like I said, that's a titstrel show. That's men making fun of women. Period. Yes. I don't give a fuck how you want to paint it or why. It's just it's silliness.
Fabulous doing it.
Yes, but on baskets. Louis Anderson is fucking fantastic, and he should win every goddamn award in the world.
I was furious in the beginning when they cast him, and then when I listened to the interview about how that entire character is based off of his mother, and it's the relationship that he had with his mother, and when they came to him and said, we think you would be perfect because that character that you do on stage, I watch it now and I'm like, I could not imagine another person playing that mother.
He makes you ache every time he says something or any glance. One of my favorite things in the first season of Baskets, they have her mother comes to Easter dinner or brunch or whatever the fuck, and she shits all over Louis, I mean, in front of her family. It just makes her look terrible. So she walks away, and then Zach's having a terrible time anyway. So Zach lights a cigarette. He goes into the casino, and there's Louis Anderson, his mom, playing nickel machines one at a time. I mean, she's literally Iowa in a dress is how Louis playing her. And Zach sits down and they have a heartfelt dialogue because the mom was giving her shit about her weight. And he has an Easter egg full of candy. Zach does. And he kind of shakes it and he opens it up. He lights a cigarette and he holds the candy out for Louis. And Louis, I can't even, I want to cry talking about it.
Yes.
Takes one piece. Doesn't take the handful of M&Ms. Doesn't dump it into her hand. Takes one piece of candy and literally looks at it and goes, huh? Because it's such joy to have a kindness, to have someone come to you and hand you something and recognize you needed it. And Zach's cigarette is broken, the tip, and he's still smoking it, and he sits down. And when he hands her the candy, she hands him an ashtray. So it's this dual enabling moment. And he doesn't even look at her. They're both looking at their slot machines. And he says, my life's in disarray, Mama. And she says, whose isn't? Whose isn't? There's nobody out there whose life isn't in disarray. in some small way, some large way. Everybody is dealing with it. And I understand it makes you want to band with your tribe and shout at people you think are disrespecting you, or it makes you want to lash out at what some perceive as brilliance and you look at as oppression. But you got to realize, man, we're all individuals. And everyone's got their own individual experience, and you can't shout down brilliance, you can't shout down genius just because you think it interferes with your own personal narrative. Let the dogs out of their cages. Fuck all the cancer patients. Trying to be as happy as you fucking can, man. Because it's all going to end so quick. So quick. You guys can get me at mike@MikeSchmidtComedy.com. You guys can be my friend at Facebook.com/the40-year-old-boy. You can be my Twitter pal, follower, friend. Confidant? That seems weird. Follow me at twitter.com/the40-year-old-boy. Hey, I'm on Snapchat. I'm on Instagram. All those places. You can find me at Snapchat. I'm Mike40YOB. You can find me on Instagram. I'm Mike40YOB at all of those places. Will I start engaging you more in all of these social media constructs? Perhaps I will. If I can ever convince myself that anybody gives a flying fuck about me in line at Smart and Final. I don't know. So Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, email, find me at all of these places, please, because I need you. I absolutely need you. Dave Hernandez is the consigliere for this show. He is the artist. He is the musician. He is the brains of the outfit. Well, no, Lily's the brains. He's the guy behind the guy. You can find him at Facebook.com/David Mex Hernandez. Be his friend on there. Be his pal. Check out. He's been home alone for a week. I'm a little worried about him. I called him today and he had slept in, and he's I said to him, I was like, what are you doing? He goes, well, I'm eating. And I'm like, I just picture, like, his wife and kids went out of town to leave him by himself. I picture at that point, he just filled the bathtub with cornflakes and milk so he wouldn't have to cook for the rest of the week, because he cooks dinner for them all week. Like, literally, he's just like, yeah, I'll just do that. If I want to eat something, I'll come in here and dive my face in. But he's good. He's survived. So check on him, though. Go to Facebook.com/David Mex Hernandez. Make sure he's still alive and okay. You can go to artbydmh.com and check out all of his artwork there. He's got amazing stuff. He's got the Gycons. He's got the Valscapes. He's done, personalized stuff too. That's really great. If you have anything that you want that's personalized, any artwork that you can think of, construct, anything in your brain, he will do it. Go to artbydmh.com, artbydmh.com. Order up personalized artwork, or go ahead and buy one of his existing pieces. They're all great, and anything he could create for you would be just as good. So please consider our friend David when you're thinking about art. But when you think of garbage, think of Akeem. Our great friend Ryan Dirks does all the web stuff for this show. He's the coolest. Go ahead and find him at Facebook.com/Ryan Dirks. Superfan Giovanni does a ton of work for this fucking show, and he's one of the best guys I've only met once. Actually, that's a lie. I think I've met him twice, 2 or 3 times. Weirdly enough, he was at like my show in Minnesota, I think, which is the strangest thing. Because he has he's with the airline, so he could kind of go wherever he wanted at the time. Whatever. He's in the middle of a big move. He's in Houston now, and he's moving. Whatever. But this guy, his life, again, like I've said, is such a coin flip at all times. It's crazier than mine, but he still finds time to do great things for me, and also send me encouraging words telling me that I should stop thinking I'm not worth it. So go to find our friend Superfan Giovanni. He's got his show Podgods, which is him. He ranks podcasts, and his audience has got to be sick at this point of me being in his top 5, but I thank him for that. But he's got that show. He does all the Love Line recapturing. He's just an amazing guy, and he's like Dave in the sense that they get more done in a day than I get done in a month, which is fucking incredible. So throw our fan Superfan Giovanni. I think he's Superfan Giovanni at Twitter. He's on Facebook, Superfan Giovanni Giorgio, and he's not Giorgio Moroder. You must realize that, because people will find when they go find him, because it's the same name. Giovanni Giorgio was Giorgio Moroder and his DJ name. So find Superfan Giovanni. You'll recognize him. And if you see the word Corolla 47 times in a row, that's Giovanni's page, because Literally. He's like, you know, the old school, like men would throw a jacket over a puddle and let the woman walk across. Giovanni, if Adam Carolla is ever out in the rain, he literally will construct himself Wonder Twin style into an umbrella and a fucking tarp to make sure Adam never gets wet. He fucking takes care of that guy. So please go find Gio. And tell him, and if you want to reach out to him, tell him he's doing great things, please do, because he's the coolest. Just like Ryan Dirks, just like David Hernandez, and just like the producer of this show, who happens to be sitting directly across from me, our great friend Lily Von Stupp. You can find her at facebook.com/Lily Von Stupp and be her friend there. You can go to many different Twitter feeds. Oh, and also go to her Patreon page. She's got patreon.com/Lily. Correct? Lili.
Oh, yeah.
And you can go ahead and take care of her there. That's pretty cool. And also, she is available via Twitter, twitter.com/Lily Von Stupp, twitter.com/HollywoodBQFest, twitter.com/HollywoodBQFest, twitter.com. What the fuck happened to my head? Twitter.com/MNTs, twitter.com/HollywoodBQFest, twitter.com/Lily Von Stupp, and twitter.com/Boobdini. But if you'd like to write her a personal note.
Oh, God, please do. Not.
And give her advice on what you would do if you had a black flower with a raven skull in it. You can write her at Lily@burlesque411.com. That's Lily, Lili, at burlesque411.com.
Welcome to the Mexicans Rock and Roll Limbo, where the lost souls of rock royalty pay tribute to the 40-year-old boy.
Schmidts 5 years old, into show and tell he strolled. Nobody ever told him it's the wrong way. No, it's not cool, brought a bullet into school. Who you think you're gonna fool, it's the wrong way. Way too smart for the school he attends, so he's gonna read porn to his friends. Salty tears running down to my shin. Fishback fell through the ceiling and then it caved in. The rat signal shot from where he sits, just from thinking about some tits. It's the wrong way. Don't know what's up, but he is only a pup, so just wait till he grows up in the wrong way. The only family that he's ever had, a mom for angry brothers and a drunk ass dad. I'm staring at my own balls. Think it's time I made the call. Lose all the hair in my erection. My solution for happiness. Hairs have been growing way too long. Please wax my balls. Please wax my balls for me. Please wax my balls. Please wax my balls for me. Father's Day, Daddy pulled us closer. Go and ride the indoor roller coaster. I'll be in the beer garden all day. Hey, hey, hey. Father's Day, what a rotten bastard. Won't wake up because he's fucking plastered. Looks like Mom will have to save the day. Hey, hey, hey. Father's Day, following my brother on our way. Try to call her mother, think she'll say you'll never spend another weekend with Dad. Father's Day, Daddy pulled us closer. Go and ride the indoor roller coaster. I'm so sleepy, I've been up for 4 days straight. My crappy job at 7-Eleven, they just called me into work. So here I sit in the back room, close my eyes and took a nap. Then two guys clean the place out. Let Thanksgiving in Mike's apartment. 3 o'clock, Mike rolls out of bed. There's nothing cooking, no turkey and no stuffing. Just some empty counters instead. And the house smells like Thursday. Accusers caring of ruining the happy memories from yesterday's life. She grabs her keys, she now is leaving. So no turkey, no stuffing, and now no wife. And the house, it smells like Thursday. When I was suspended from Bolingbrook High School, I had the bright idea and put forth the proposition that I could seek refuge in George Arnold's house. Seek refuge in George Arnold's house. Seek refuge in George Arnold's house. You cannot seek refuge in George Arnold's house! Now I'm hiding in the shower. George's mom came home to pee. Oh yeah, I heard her pee. Please don't find me, Mrs. Arnold. You don't know how scared I am. Oh yeah, I ate your ham. Whoa, whoa. Kiss isn't dead, are they? Nah, who cares? I'm rocking the shit out of these drums, dude.
Want to remind you folks about the Monday Night Teas every Monday night at the 3 Clubs on Vine at Santa Monica. It's a hallowed venue, and you can fill those hallowed halls with all sorts of Rush music if you'd like. I don't know why you would. Nobody strips to Rush.
They do actually.
People strip to Rush?
They
Limbaugh?
strip everything.
EIB. Boom, doom, 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 doom. Going back to Ohio. Take that off. All right, so. That's the
The fact
worst.
that he called his network Excellence in Broadcasting
Well, how do you not have the EIB, the Excellence in Burlesque Network? How do you not? You should fucking do that and do like a right-wing strip show. Like a fucking, like a Hannity with tits. Do something like that.
Hannity with tits. Isn't that
Any of them. Literally any of them. Hey, I'm sorry. How hot was that Kellyanne photo of her on her knees with the fucking phone in her hand and all the dudes in the fucking office?
You have issues.
I again, it wasn't hot where I was just like, oh my God, Kellyanne's so hot. It was just the subservient girl on her
just
knees
like
with
the
a
girl
fucking.
on her knees
Yep.
surrounded by a bunch of old white men.
No, I don't know. No, she was surrounded by a bunch of old black dudes. Is what she was surrounded
Oh,
by.
you're right. That was in the black.
Yeah. No, I liked the. Look, she's hideous. All right, she's a monster. But there is something that's
Not her
very.
looks. She's just a monster inside.
That's what I'm talking about.
She is a monster.
Yeah, I'm not talking about her looks at all. No, I'm not gonna believe me. There's enough other things to hate her for.
Yeah.
But she's got that vague she would do anything vibe to her. You know what I mean? Because if she's willing to subjugate herself to these assholes, she'd probably fuck you on a grave. You know what I mean? Like she wouldn't even.
Like that woman has no self-esteem.
Yeah, she would like literally she would bend over a headstone while you tagged her in the ass. Like she's like that kind of chick.
Well, I would do that, but I have self-esteem and
Listen.
integrity.
Okay, well, we're not talking about you just yet.
Yet.
But yeah, but I have to admit, I saw that photo of her on her because I in my head I knew she was barefoot. People are like, oh, she put her shoes on the couch. I'm like, no, that she's got her shoes
has
off.
her shoes on.
Her fucking shoes
She
are
has
off.
her
No,
shoes on in that
no.
picture.
No, and she's not wearing any underwear, and she's like kneeling
What
on
is
that
wrong
couch.
with you?
She's
You
like,
are
she's
terrible.
barefoot. She's back on her haunches, and she's texting. She's taking a selfie of herself, like, look at me, I'm so important in the White House. There's something cute about that, even though she is.
But that's not what she was doing.
She's
She
one
leaned
of the-
back to take a group photo.
Listen, I don't care what you spin it as.
Oh, it's not a spin.
I
They
don't
have
care.
The actual pictures before and after.
I
of
don't
what
care
was
that she's a
happening.
lizard woman from V. I don't care all of these
Lizard woman
things.
from V?
Yeah, like she could just claw off that outer skin and then she'd eat a cat like Alf or whatever the fuck. I mean, she's a monster. There's no doubt. That can't be argued. The funny thing is when like she goes on these shows and she does all of her bullshit Nathan Thurm spin and her fucking cigarette burns down. It's just a long ash pink style. And she's just talking and lying and just polluting the airwaves. And you realize she's got 4 kids at home, man. I mean, when does she ever does she in the morning, her kid's like, I'm hungry. And then she just like puts a shoe on a plate and she goes, eat it. And they're like, oh, what? That's a shoe. And she's like, that's breakfast. Eat it. Like, does she lie to everybody about everything? Like her kids and everybody else? Does she just not care about the bullshit and pollution she just throws into the fucking world on a daily basis? I mean, doesn't she care about the planet that she's destroying for her kids to grow up in? Or is she that much of a all about Eve that she just doesn't give a fuck? She's a Deborah Norville, man. She's just Jane Paulieing the shit out of this country. Fuck. That's hot. All right, so I mean, again, if she doesn't mind destroying the earth, she's the kind of chick who'll like blow you in a parking lot. I mean, yeah, I'm on board. All right, so literally, she's the kind of chick who would hide under the podium when you gave a speech. Like she would think it was the hottest thing in the fucking world. And you'd be like, yeah. And you'd try to get through the speech. And she would pride herself on trying to make you not get through the speech. But she also has enough loyalty to you.
Projected a lot on her because I don't see that.
She has enough loyalty to you to want you to get through the speech. So she'd pace herself.
No, I see her and I'm like, that's a woman who got married as a virgin.
There's this genre of porn now where women get blasted in the face. Like they'll take a fucking cum shot and then they'll walk out in public, like to the store or to the mall, like with it on their face.
What?
That's a genre of porn, and she is, to me, that's her all over. That is her all over. If you fucking tossed a couple of ropes on her face and then said, "Hey, go get me a sandwich," she'd literally go outside and do that. All right, so seriously, if you gave her the goonek and said just fucking go outside, she would.
Stop!
You could finish on her face and then like arm in arm walk her out, go check the mail, and then go out to like a nice dinner. She'd have like a formal dress on. I bet half the time she's got cum all over her face. Anyway, so
You are terrible.
I'm just hoping. Anyway, I mean, I haven't felt this way about a fucking hot, stupid chicks and Sarah Palin. All right, so
I know why you're not doing.
she's
stand-up
not,
anymore.
and she's not stupid. I'm just teasing. They're cunning. They're literally just 5 feet of sharp fingernails in a designer dress. All right, so hi.
So the Monday Night Teas.
Yeah, no, the Monday Night
wonderful
Teas.
Monday Night Teas last Monday, and we're gonna have a great one next Monday.
Okay, so yeah, this was someone's birthday party this week, right?
It was. We celebrated Saffron Lenore's.
Saffron Lenore's crazy party, and everybody was there having fun, and it was exciting, and there were
We had
gifts, and there were presentations and speeches. Did Jim bring cupcakes?
No, I brought cupcakes. for
Oh, that's
everybody in
cool.
the audience.
Well, you always bring cupcakes. How you
My
doing?
cupcakes bring all the boys to the Monday Night Teas.
And they're like better than mine.
I don't know.
You could teach me probably, but no, you.
I doubt it. I
No.
can teach you how to Dougie.
Oh, please teach me how to Dougie. Please teach me how
I
to
put
Dougie.
that on my wheel of, and somebody had to dance to
No.
it. Wonder Woman.
Oh my God, no! How great is that?
It's
Someone had to
beautiful.
dance to the Dougie song.
Yeah.
Dude, that's fantastic.
Having never heard it before, which was even better.
What's you know what else? What did you you know that song "My Boo" by like the '86 train station? I don't even know the '96 whatever the fuck. It was a thing last year where everybody did the fucking. You saw the mannequin challenge, right? With the
Yes,
the Black Beatles.
I watched like 4 things of it, and I was.
I loved it, and because I love that song. That song is just a jam. I was in a fish restaurant the other day, and that song played, and everybody just started like nodding their head to it. It's just one of those infectious songs. But that the other what was I saying? We were talking about Dougie. Oh, that last year there was this song. It's from like the '90s. I don't even know the name. It's like the name of the band is like this. I don't know. The song's called "My Boo," but it goes like it's like this weird drum, and then this. You have to see it. What it was all these basketball players started to dance to it. Like they'd just be standing still, and then when it would kick in, they would do this like weird like Cabbage Patch Pony dance to it. I have to show you the videos because they're fucking. You'll be like, no, they're genius. They're so funny.
No.
It's stupid to see the Cleveland Cavaliers like out at practice, and all of a sudden it plays over, and Kyrie Irving starts dancing like an idiot.
I don't care about shitty music from the '90s and the Cleveland Cavaliers. I am not watching that video with you. I'm sorry.
That's a good list.
I can't believe I made you laugh.
That's a really good list.
I really. You are red laughing.
Because that's
I'm
fucking
really
funny.
proud of myself.
Because that's dumb shit to say. I love dumb shit. Dude, there's 2 things I don't care about. Shitty music from the 90s and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I'm not watching that
Fuck.
video with you.
Oh, dude. I'm literally crying. That's one of the... Because that's a dumb, funny man thing to say. God damn, that was gorgeous. Oh, shit. You had a dick for 5 seconds. That was hysterical.
For longer than that.
All right. Well, I don't doubt it.
It's in that room.
Okay. Do not doubt it. All right.
Strap on.
Oh, really? Oh, all right, Aunt Peg. All right, so anyway, the Nunday Night Tease is fucking awesome. I think I just said the Nunday Night Tease.
It was. The Nunday Night Tease is coming
Oh,
later.
my Lord.
Oh,
Throw a
my
ball
God.
gag on that
Sisters of
nun.
the Perpetual.
Hard on?
No, the Sisters of the Not So Immaculate Conception.
All right, done.
That was the sisterhood that I belonged to.
So it was a birthday show for your friend Saffron Lenore,
Yeah.
and that went well, and everybody was very happy. And then what's coming? Oh wait, we have is someone coming in?
Delivery.
There's a door opening.
There's a delivery.
Remember the old days when I used to do this in Lily's old condo, and there would be workmen and people walking by, and then all of a
That
sudden,
was always fun.
then we had a modicum of
Is
professionalism.
This UPS delivering inside or?
Walking into the house.
Oh, it is. It's a delivery. I brought you a present. Should we do it on the air?
All right. If you brought me a present,
I
you can.
did.
Oh,
I
you
did.
brought me a present.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Eddie, thank you. You're welcome. Can I give him that right now?
There's funnyeddie.com. He has just wandered into a professional podcast and destroyed
I don't want
all
mine yet.
continuity.
I want his.
This way, come on.
All right. And there's oh, is he in a cage? Is that dog in a cage?
No, that's Zero. He's free range.
All right, good. That's a free range. Good.
Free
Yeah,
range
don't. We
dog.
can't have a dog
We
in a
don't
jail.
we don't cage our dog.
Good thinking. All right. So, am I waiting for this or am I
He's just
talking?
gonna
What's
bring it
happening?
over. We're gonna keep talking. So, my Nunday Tease was great.
It was. It went well. And what's next week's show? Anything
Next week
fancy?
is a fundraiser for the Hollywood Burlesque Festival. We got a bunch of performers coming in, and all the money goes to help fund the festival because it costs a lot of money to put a 4-day festival on.
And that's in May or June.
That is in Memorial Day weekend. Tickets are on sale now. If you're in the greater Los Angeles area and you would like to see men and women performing from all over the world, let's do it. Oh, here it is,
All right,
the
so-
presentation.
Oh my God, a sushi roll.
I
Well,
brought you a California sushi roll.
it is a California roll. Thank you so much. You are so nice. Thank you. Oh my God, where's
I
this
want you
from?
to eat it right now.
I can't eat it now. I'm talking to people.
No, you have to eat it right now. It's from Shin Ramen.
All right, now it's a trick, right?
No,
If you're gonna make me eat it, that must be there must be a goof.
no. I just, yeah. You got one too.
All right, then why are you making me eat it on the air? That's like ridiculous.
Because I figure I'll talk a little bit while you're eating.
All right, well then you're gonna talk about the Hollywood Burlesque Festival.
Yeah,
hold
well,
on,
you've
hold
never
on.
had Shin
Hold on.
Ramen, and they are a sponsor of the Hollywood Burlesque Festival.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. All right, hold
So
on.
I
I'm
hope
going
you
to.
don't hate it, because that will be really bad.
It's a California roll. It's like eating a fucking Snickers bar. It's fine. All right, now I'm gonna put this in my mouth, so you're fucking carrying
Okay,
the load.
So,
All right.
anyway, so the Hollywood Burlesque Festival happens over Memorial Day weekend. It is 4 days. We have 80 different performers from around the world. We got Germany, we got New Zealand, we got Australia, we got Canada, as the kids call it, Canada. We have England represented. We have everywhere from Texas to New York come in. I'll take mine in a few minutes. Sitting on the counter, perfect, thank you. Because I actually got ramen, but,
Oh, okay.
But I figured I'd get you sushi because you were making sushi jokes.
Well, I was, because I was like, I don't know who goes to a ramen joint that's like, dude, we make the best noodles in the world. You're like, great, I'll have some sushi.
Well,
then you're just a dick.
So I was like, I'll make you taste it. And, if you don't like it, you don't like it, but whatever.
It's good. It's a California roll. Thank you. It's very nice. Yes, it's delicious. It's got a little avocado on the top there. It's got some black sesame seed, which I'm a fan of. So good. Thank you.
Yes, and it's got fresh ginger there on the side as well, and tissue paper.
That's the fake grass that holds the wasabi and the ginger. Yeah. And I don't eat the wasabi or the ginger. I'm a purist. I just go straight fish, straight sushi.
Ginger. I will sit and eat that ginger. I'll sit there sometimes, and all of a sudden, my entire mouth is just like all. Yeah,
ginger freaks me out, and I watch my baking shows, and they throw ginger in fucking everything. Like it brightens it up on the back end. I'm like, huh?
It's good for you, and it adds a kick to it. It's like lemon zest.
Right, and I know it's got antioxidants, and I'm supposed to eat it or drink it in green tea and whatever the fuck.
So
but
you're not going to eat it. I'm going to eat this piece.
Please do eat all that ginger. So have you plugged as much festival as you can?
Yeah.
Did you say as many countries as you possibly could?
Buy tickets. It's going to be great. Come.
Go to the Hollywood Burlesque Festival, and if you're in town for that, man, if you come in from out of town, and let's have dinner. Let's hang out. We'll do something. So let me know what's up, and that should be fun. So tickets are on sale now for the Hollywood Burlesque Festival. Tickets always on sale for Monday Night Teas. Go to brownpapertickets.com. Put in the name Lily Von Stupp.
Do you need more water?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm okay. I just I got seized up there because I just ate something. So I don't know if you're aware of that. I just ate something. And I want to back away from the microphone in case there's like weird stomach. I'm always weird about this now because I listen back to the show and I hear me and whatever. It's kind of a. Oop, there was a weird hiccup. God damn it, this is awful. See, what am I eating for? We had momentum.
What's so funny is I will eat the ginger. I will not eat the sushi.
I should eat the ginger because it settles your stomach and it'll stop making noises, probably.
There you go.
All right, so man, Monday Night Teas tickets are on sale. Go to brownpapertickets.com, put in Monday Night Teas, put in Lily Von Stupp, Hollywood Burlesque Festival. All those tickets are available there. Go ahead and check them out. Go to facebook.com/Monday Night Teas, and you will find out who is coming to town and when. You will find out about all of the shows that are coming and all of the cool ass shows. And also, you don't have any tickets on sale yet for the after party for Hollywood Burlesque Festival yet, do you?
Those are only available if you buy the weekend pass.
Oh, okay, so look at that.
All 4 nights.
And
Friday,
that's
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
And dudes, Monday is the coolest because it's like everybody. It's the blow off. It's like when I do a comedy festival, like when I did Bridgetown or Chicago. That last night, everybody just gets together and people are drinking and having fun, and it's like the pressure is all off.
Well, it's like the festival is in a bigger place that has 250 seats.
Right.
Monday Night Teas only holds about 100, so it's like only the VIPs and the performers go. Because we put about 150 in there because it rotates throughout the night because it's a long party.
Sure.
So it's like you're hobnobbing with the performers as they're drinking that night.
You're seeing everybody.
Yeah.
So I mean it's fantastic. So go ahead and get VIP tickets for the Burlesque Festival, the Hollywood Burlesque Festival, and buy individual teases. Just have a good time. That's all I ask, please. And please remember that 2020 is also available. If you go to the brown paper tickets, Jesus, they're in such business. You have a question? April 17th is the next show.
Yeah.
And it'll be Nicole Amy Schreiber and the very funny Howard Kramer from the Who Charted podcast. Nicole Amy Schreiber, Howard Kramer, and me on stage for 2020, April 17th. And tickets are available now at brownpapertickets.com. Come on out, check out the show. Again, Howard's a fucking machine. He's worth the price of admission himself. But then you get the very funny Nicole Amy Schreiber, and then you got me batting 1,000, bringing up the rear.
Nicole and I get you two for free because I'm into Jim comics.
Sounds like a plan. I think that's something you can do because she's worth the price of admission as well. I was about to get to that. However, if you're going to pay for me and see them for free, that's a bust. That is absolutely not a good deal.
That is not true.
Pay for them and then come in and I stay for the bonus me. Pay for the comedy, stay for the me. So and that's a lie. Lily keeps yelling at me though. So quit telling people you're not a comedian. I'm a fucking comedian. I get it.
Hysterical.
People
should
sure.
pay for you all the time. This is a segue.
People will pay to keep me away. Unfortunately,
people should pay for you all the time. Can we talk about it? Will you let me talk about it right now? Can we launch it?
Are you? I guess so. If you're going to do that sort of thing, yes, of course, let's do that. Because I wanted to talk about it early because if people don't listen to the plugs, they're not going to fucking hear this, and then it's and maybe we'll talk about it next week. I don't fucking know. Who knows?
We'll talk about it more next week, but it's up. When you hear this, it's up.
What's up, Johnny Applecock?
Yes. Was that what it is? Is it patreon.com/
It might be. I might have to change it. We'll see.
I don't think it's Mike 40YB, right?
Mike 40YOB.
Mike 40YOB.
What are we talking about?
At Patreon!
Folks, threatening forever being told and bullied and cajoled by our friend Superfan Gio. Not super fan of me, but super fan of somebody.
I think you're wrong. I think by the end of this episode, it's just going to be super fan of me, Gio. Super fan of me.
There you go. So Lily Von Stupp has told me to do this. I have a Patreon page. And as you know, I'm that guy.
Don't beg. Talk it up.
I'm not begging. I'm excited about what I did. I mean,
yes!
Because I'll tell you what, let's put it this way. If you don't give dime one, go look at the fucking page and just go, Jesus Christ, look how fucking professional and awesome this guy can be that he wants to be. Seriously. The imagery, the artwork that Dave created for it, you know what I mean, is fucking phenomenal. But then just read the body of it, read the writing, read the cogent ideas.
The video is great.
You know what, it should be worth, because there's different levels, and I don't want to get into all of it. I don't want to strip it down. I want you to go there, and I want you to learn about it, and I want you to become a Patreon of this show, a patron, I suppose, of this show, because that would be really fucking excellent. It's cool that you listen every week, all right, and I appreciate that very much. And look, I've had support from all of you in the past. There was a fucking GoFundMe for my car when it fucking got destroyed. There, I've taken trips to New York. I've taken trips to Kuwait. I've done all of these things under the auspices of being an entertainer and coming to you every week with this show. And so that's why I get weird, where I'm like, well, why am I going to ask for more money? What am I doing? But it's, you know what? Fuck that, man. I've put out a 2-hour comedy show every week for fucking 9 years.
Yep.
I mean, I when I think of it that way, I get a little arrogant, you know what I mean? I seriously, where I can't, and I don't question then asking people to come through and help. It's really cool, and I appreciate it. And look, there are people who donate as well, not just New York and stuff like that. There are people who've stepped up, like Nicole, and people like Christine, who's given $10 a month for fucking probably 7 years. You know what I mean? Sarah J, she was on board right in the beginning. All of these really cool people who've always stepped up and donated. Carlton, I could go. He may be at this point.
Or the dancer.
I met Carlton. No, not the Carlton. No, not dance. But I met Carlton. Carlton came out here and we had sushi together and stuff.
Oh my God, we're having a Carlton moment.
Our friend Toby, who gives us money every month. So many of you out there have donated, and you can continue to donate through the website if you want.
Don't.
You can cancel and go to the Patreon
Come
page.
over to the Patreon page. Here's why. When you're part of the Patreon page, it's like being part of the fan club, only you get even more stuff. Because you're paying to be a part of the family.
Which I don't want to go read it, and you'll learn and see if any of it's worth it to you. And there are certain levels and there are certain rewards and things like that. But I'll say this because it's funny. I was typing this to Gio, and he's just like, "You just tell people that. Just say this."
Yeah, just go there and look at
it. And so, but I'll tell you this. This is what I said to him. It was like, if even half of you give $3 a month, and that's not even like a lunch. That's not even asking you to get rid of a lunch. That's half of a fucking latte. That's half of a coffee. If half of the people that I know are listening to the show give half a coffee, I will be able to do everything I want to do. And I know that sounds ridiculous. I'll be able to travel. I'll be able to go do shows in your towns. I'll be able to hit the road more. I'll be able to try to develop stories into pitches. I'll be able to concentrate on this as my job and on my career, and not fret and worry about going out and driving and making money. And look, we all fret. We all worry. We all have jobs. We're all struggling. We're all trying to make it, and we're all in this fucking together. And I thank you again for all the support you've given me for all of the years that we've been together. And it seems like I come to you again with my hat out or my hand out and trying. But you know what? Fuck, man. I put the show out every goddamn week. And if this show alone doesn't tell you that, hey, we got to fund this guy so he doesn't go away, and we stop learning about things like Johnny Applecock, fuck, you got to have him on board.
Is the final goal like $3,000 a month and you head out on tour as Johnny Applecock? I can't wait to get to the Patreon and find out.
I can't wait to get to cancer patients. This is going to make like its way around like the underground of cancer patients, and I'll start making money that way, motherfucker.
Do you think there's an underground of cancer patients?
There is. It's an underground walker road. And they pass the information around, and they're all going to be like, dude, this guy's going to come to town and tag all of us if we pay some cash. It'll be like, yep, forget it. I'm on board. Line up.
2 shows and a cancer tag?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
So whenever I pick your city, please know that I have to find a venue close to a hospice. So I'm going to go on, I'm going to go on the road for my one-man show / 4 cancer women tour.
And then we decided.
Look, if whoever pays, everybody owes, everybody pays. I don't care. I'm 50 at this point. Everything's out the fucking window. Let's just make it all work. So there you go. So if even half of the people that I know are listening gave $3-5 a month, I mean, I wouldn't even. I would.
What
it would
if
be.
all of them gave $1?
fine. That would be fantastic too.
What if 7 of them gave 50 cents?
Not bad. Not good. That's real bad, actually. But yeah, so we can do the math on this all day long, and apparently Lily
One
will.
of them gives $1 million a month.
Perfect. Then all of the rest of you are off the fucking hook. Literally, nobody else has to fucking deal or worry about anything if that person comes through. But then I got to do whatever that person says. Holy fuck, yeah, right?
No, you don't.
No, I do. If somebody gave me $1 million
they
a
give you
month,
$1 million to create art, not what they want you to do. People aren't hiring you for a job. People are investing in your comedy. You look at this wrong.
no. Well, I'll tell you what. If somebody gives me $1 million a month, that motherfucker can tell me whatever they want me to do. I don't care. I'm on board. I'm
Let's
in.
just hope they don't have cancer, because then it might stop.
Well, I'll just be tired by the end of that month. Holy Jesus. So,
Patreon is launched.
patreon.com/Mike40YOB. Go check it out. And if you want to become a patron of the show, man, I would be so happy. You got questions, write me. Anything you want to ask, and all the levels, and if you've been a donator for a long time, whatever, contact me if you any questions you have. But man, let's fucking do this. I mean, I've been talking about it over and over and over, and now it's finally up, and hopefully it can be everything that Lily and Gio have told me it will be, and I won't wind up going, why did we do this? But I hope it's a good thing. I think it should be. Go to MikeSchmidtComedy.com and go to the Joe Business page there. We got cool stuff there. Please remember, we've got the download sets for sale individually. I want to thank our great friend, I think it was Tracy, who, no, let me take a look. I need to know this for sure, for absolute sure, because I have not, I'll send it out when I go home.
Did somebody buy something?
Well, our friend Erica purchased everything, bought the 7 Deadly Schmidts box set. That is up on the website. So she's getting all of the box sets, all of the years. But I'm actually going to throw in year 8 too, because we never put year 8 up for sale. I don't think
Are we ashamed of year 8?
No, it just never happened, because I knew it was going to go to YouTube eventually and all those sorts of things. And I didn't chase David about the artwork, and we batted out concepts and stuff like that. But I just went, year 8 was a weird year. So the point is, she bought the 7 Deadly Schmidts box set, so I'm getting her year 8 as well. I'm going to throw it in on top of all of that, because it was cool of her to purchase this. So thank you, Erica. We appreciate it. So that's
year 8 going to be available from the Patreon?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, year 8's available. It's just it never went up officially with a title. We had the
Okay, all right.
the Reservoir Schmidt's box set and all that stuff. Well, we never put up year 8.
What are you going to call year 8?
That was all the shit that Dave and I batted about. Right now, it's just fucking year 8. So I mean,
I think you should just leave it as year 8.
Year
Everything
8.
has these cool names, and then there's year 8.
year 8. Remember that? Remember that year? So that's available. So please go out and do cool things. And if you go to Joe Business, individual box sets still available if you're interested. The 7 Deadly Schmidts is available, and I'll throw in year 8 on top of it. We still have Your Dirt t-shirts available. We have, the tweakedaudio.com/40YOB link. We've got Word Pimp Schmitty and the Misanthropic Gangster. That album is available. The Heroes, which is Dave's tribute album, is available. Those are available with donations to the contributions to the show. And the Amazon link is also very important over there at the Joe Business page. Use the Amazon link for all of your purchases. We get money, they get money, you get stuff. It works out perfectly. So, and again, you're not even buying stuff from me. You can buy all the cool stuff that you like, and then I just get to skim some of it off the top. I'm like the fucking Tony Soprano of your Amazon account. So please use the Amazon link. We get money, they get money, you get stuff. It's a perfect arrangement. It's a triangle of filth, and we love it, and we're glad that you're part of it. So let's all triangulate and make money and stuff for one another. Yes? No?
Yes.
All right, of course. That's in 2020 Patreon. We've covered. Oh, you know what? Fuck that. We've got an absolute sponsor. Jerome, our great friend, is a sponsor of this show. He does. He's got balms and butters and bombs and lubes. Oh my! And so go ahead and buy all of those things. And he's got a coffee and a sea salt scrub, which I've dabbled in at my house. He's got stuff that smells great, stuff that goes on crunchy, stuff that goes on soft. It's almost like Jif and Skippy. He's got all of it. Whatever you want to rub on your face. If you want to rub crunchy on your face, go ahead. I'll tell you what. If you want to rub smooth on your face, and then go out and get the mail and go out to get to the mall, then you can go ahead and do that. Just have it right there on your face, all shiny, and so people can see it. And they think to themselves, is that what I think it is? And you're like, is that a coffee and a sea salt scrub? You're goddamn right it is. Here, let me kneel on your couch and take a photo of it. So please go to our friend. That's getthebutters.com, folks. Getthebutters.com. Use the code 40YOB at checkout. You save You get stuff, we get money, and you get a discount, and he gets happy, and you get a balm and a butter and a balm and a lube and all of that cool stuff. A ton of stuff you can put in your butt. Why wouldn't you grab that? So that's all available for you from Jerome's site, getthebutters.com. I defy you to try to tell me I'm wrong. You can put a butt or a balm and a balm and a lube and a butter all in your butt. You can put the boogie in your butt. Put the boogie in your butt. Put a telephone in your butt. Put a dinosaur bone in your butt. God damn, that song. I freshman year, was it, that came out? I could not stop laughing. I literally would play it over and over and over.
Until Eddie mentioned it one night. I was like,
oh
what?
My God. Dude. Put an elevator in your butt. Put a radiator in your butt. Say, see ya later in your butt.
Should I put that on the
dude.
wheel?
You should. Make somebody strip to that. That would be fucking hysterical.
I'm putting it on the wheel.
Take a hot cup of brim. Fill it to the rim and put it in your butt. To the beat. 2 sugars. Sounds so sweet. God damn it. Eddie Murphy's a fucking genius. And now people are like, oh, he's never been funny either. He wore a leather suit and he was mean to people. Shut the fuck up. God damn it. Someone is killing the great comedic geniuses of the world, and I refuse to stand by and let it happen. No more of your retroactive history and say, well, that guy told a joke once in 1971 that was mean. God damn it. You know what? I pity any of these people who stumble onto an old clip of Don Rickles. Holy fuck. Oh. You will spontaneously combust into just a pile of chiffon and heels. That's all you will do is just your sadness and your pearls will be clutched into all eternity as you watch Don Rickles hockey puck the fuck out of an audience. Tell you, you want to hook people in, get them halfway through a recipe and cut your fucking show in half. That's it. Do an hour about stew and then bail, get on a plane, and then come back and revisit it 2 days later, because that's the most important stew in the universe. Were there noodles or rice involved? Stay tuned!
We here, we are playing on a level that most will never see.